Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 155. I am your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Marc Augustiniak.
What's up?
Kyle Muehlberger.
Hi.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Oh.
We'll just leave it at that. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening.
Oh, this is ugly.
I'm never going to buy Pokemon cards at Toys R Us again.
Should have never gone to Toys R Us.
But they had what I wanted. They had what I've been searching for months.
All 2 months.
Yeah, but still.
It's not like it's been like a crazy...
What was it?
Well, I've been looking for the Mew. I don't even know what they're called because I threw it in the trash already.
Mythical
box. Is that what it is? It's the 20th anniversary Pokemon Generations box. It's the Mythical Collection Mew Edition. Comes with a little Mew pin and 2 of the Generations booster packs. Pay a premium because Toys R Us marks everything up. Get it home. Very excited to open it.
You got the Mew.
Got the Mew pin. Come to find out someone razor bladed the bottom of the fucking booster packs.
They're just so weird. It had to be an employee because the way that box was sealed.
The box was sealed perfectly.
No. You mean from
Like there was
the factory, not from Toys R Us.
I don't know.
I don't know. It could have been the storage. Somebody just like...
But I'm missing 2 of the 8 cards from the one booster pack. Or 2 of the 10 from the one booster pack.
That means they probably just needed those 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how did they know they were in there exactly?
They didn't. They opened it up. They shuffled through to see what's in there. Put the rest of them back in there so they don't get caught stealing.
Last time we were there, they weren't there, were they?
I don't know.
I thought maybe they
Were we looking for them exactly that time around?
No, we were just kind of wandering.
Okay, then.
Maybe.
So they could have been there, we just didn't know.
Somebody must have been really good.
It's just gross.
It's probably 2 rare cards.
I don't even care about the rarity. It was just more about, like, it's tainted,
Yeah.
you know?
It's got that Mew, though.
I did get that Mew. But, like, who touched that pin? Like,
It's in a better place now.
I guess.
You gave it a home.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right, and you're right.
When you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right.
How's the rest of the week been outside of, you know, upsetting Pokemon purchases?
It's change of pace.
Change of pace? Why?
I almost had instant buyer's remorse like I do with everything I purchase except for food.
Make a purchase?
Oh, I made that purchase.
What kind of purchase did you make?
If you remember last episode, I stuck to my word. I got that PS4.
I thought you were going to say Xbox One.
They priced?
What?
How did they cut the price of the PS?
I'm sorry, did you say that I was going to say I make poor decisions?
Yes. How is it? Why did you feel buyer's remorse?
I just, whenever I spend over $100, or if I spend over 50 or even over 20, just like, part of me is just like, I shouldn't have done this. I could have used it for other things.
No, I know. I just did it with...
Yeah. But this is like, what? This is over 400 we're talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh. I mean, granted, I had to treat myself. It was like, if it wasn't for a birthday, I probably wouldn't have done it.
But you also, when's the last time you treated yourself real good like that?
It's a good question. But I'm usually a pretty good bargain. I find those deals.
I know, but like, you're not going to get a deal on that.
Yeah, I think last time I did something like that, I probably got like...
A Wii U?
I think between that, the Wii U and the PS4 might have been like something for my guitar, like an amp or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what did you get with it?
I got the Uncharted 4 PS4.
Ooh.
So it's the gray blue one.
I like that.
I like that.
Did it come with a cool controller too?
Yes.
Cool.
So I like the color. I don't care so much for Nathan Drake slapped on it.
His face is on it?
His whole body, it's like a black silhouette of him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can see some facial detail, but that's like blue.
But the main part, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's better than the Call of Duty one, so those are my options.
Well, anything's better than Call of Duty.
So yeah, I didn't know it was going to come with a physical copy of 4.
Oh, really?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, I would have assumed
It's a
digital.
500 gigabyte hard drive. Do you think that's enough? No, it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it's a physical copy.
Are you going to swap out your hard drive?
I don't know. Like, I don't see myself downloading a lot, but now that I say that, it might happen, especially if I get Rock Band. Not if, when I get Rock Band.
Yeah.
Because I had that for 360 for the
Yeah.
longest time, and I would just kept buying songs. So I got to restart that catalog. But they have some good pre-order deals with for October.
What's October?
They switched companies to make their instruments. They dropped Mad Catz.
Oh, no shit.
And they picked up another group. I forgot their name, but they're releasing like
The Blue Man Group.
Yeah, they're releasing like newer guitars and like drums and all that. And depending where you get it from, they have the same guitar but like a different color. So you have like a grayish black one, a red one. I don't know. The standard might be blue.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you pre-order it like through wherever, you get like extra songs with it and all that jazz.
Nice.
And there's like a new expansion coming out in October as well.
School of Cock.
It's kind of cool they're actually keeping up with it. I thought that
Yeah,
last year was going to be like...
They're kind of like... They're like struggling, but they're going in a good direction.
Okay.
Does
it feel like a half step?
Well, because before like EA published them.
Right.
This time they're on their own. Like they're independent.
It's just harmonics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so now they're their own thing, and it's hard trying to get that demand for them to
Sure,
make the full set and all that, and they dropping people, picking up people. It's like everybody wants the multiplayer.
Yeah, no, a lot of their people that used to be there at Harmonix left, like...
Yeah, and like back when, music games were the thing,
Yeah.
like that's all I was about. Like, at least every day, I would just sing until my throat died out.
You were the singing man.
And guitar.
And guitar? See, I was the drum man.
I did drums every here and there until I would break my pedal.
Oh, yeah,
I was the
yes.
gingerbread man.
And because I didn't have like the metal one.
Joke would have been better if you were on the mic.
Joke would have been better if you were on the mic.
I didn't have the metal one yet, but
See, yeah. I always did
I
drums.
kind of like everything. I like everything.
No, I did them because they taught me how to play drums.
Yeah,
No way.
it's true. It's really true. My brother's actually teaching our like little cousin how to play drums, and that's one of the ways to help him.
Yeah, just because it helps you learn independent rhythm.
Yeah,
of all of your.
Also, if you have a good TV that can sync up.
Yes.
And the calibration and all that. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Me too. I'll have to come play with you.
Oh yeah.
I would like that. I have not played Rock Band in... It's probably been 5 years.
Oh,
Really? No, I'd probably bargain the same. I haven't touched... I think I might still have like the drums for the Wii.
I've touched them in the last 5 years because one day I was taking trash out at the apartment and I saw someone put all of the Rock Band stuff in the dumpster.
I pretty much got rid of all my older stuff.
Yeah, I was like, what are these? And I picked them up and I was like, oh, these are all ratty and gross.
And what they did, in case you didn't know, with Rock Band 4, any of the older songs from their previous games, they updated them. So now you can do up to triple harmonies vocals with pretty much every song.
Oh, triple harmony.
Triple harmony meaning 3 people can sing?
Yep.
That's neat.
So, I mean, plus now that I have a mic stand, now I can do guitar and vocals at the same time. I do that with it's not bragging, but I find it fun. I do.
No, that'd be a really fun thing to do.
I think one of my favorites that did it was like No One Knows, Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, I know that song. Yeah.
It's hard to do. Like, it's hard to pay attention to both things if you don't know one of them. So like, I already knew the words, so that helps. If you don't know the words, I don't recommend doing 2 instruments at once.
How have you done guitar and drums before?
No.
How would that ever work?
You have to get 2 more arms, but you just turn on that mode.
Okay.
You just Game Shark.
Exactly.
But insert this in your anus.
The only game I actually bought with the PS4 outside of the bundle is Overwatch.
Have you played it?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
I spent my entire what day was it? Saturday or Sunday? I forget which one now.
Saturday, Sunday.
I don't know, but I pretty much spent the entire day because
in Overwatch.
Yeah, overall. Playing Overwatch.
Well, first I had to update the system.
Oh yeah.
I had to install the game, update the game.
Mm-hmm.
6 gigs of updating.
That's what I need. I need to go through my PS4 and look at shit that I don't need anymore, that I'm not gonna fucking give a shit about.
Had to activate the PlayStation Plus. Had to, get my screen name and all that in there.
That's kind of not.
I mean, it didn't take long. But...
No. I just mean like the idea that a lot of games now are like, oh well, you need PS Plus, and it's like, they're for online.
Yeah,
and it's kind of just like, That's cool. Why the fuck did you do that when it's like, sure, with PS Plus I get free games every month?
Yeah, that's
but at the same time, like, why are you going back to how Xbox is?
I think you still might have two versions depending on the game. I think like if you just do basic online, you maybe don't have other features that Plus has. Maybe like communication wise or something.
That'd be so, because that's how GTA 5 is.
I mean, don't quote me on that. I don't know.
No.
Like I'm still learning how to use this damn system. Like,
oh, do you play as Diva or Anna? I don't know if they're the same.
I mean,
I still have no idea how you know this shit and you don't play it.
Because I see shit on Facebook, I see shit on the Reddit, I see shit on the Twitter sphere.
I pretty much almost tried everyone. I avoid Reaper like the plague.
Well, because you don't show up.
Is Reaper like the Team Valor one?
Hot Topic.
Pretty much. I mean, he actually is a decent character to use, and his one costume is cool because he has a mariachi outfit. Then he has like guitar on his back and all that, and big hat. That's cool. But regular Reaper, I don't know. But I leveled up. I don't think I'm like level 12.
I have no gauge for what that means.
Pretty much like every time you level up, you get a chance to get these loot boxes for every level.
Oh, loot crate.
And then you get random items unlocked for your characters, whether it's like sprays you can put on a wall, costumes.
Wait, Dota's on PS4?
No, it's Team Fortress. Get it right.
Oh, shit.
Different hats.
So is there anything other than multiplayer for this game?
No, it is a strictly...
It's a MOBA shooter.
I wouldn't say
really
MOBA.
It's a shooter with MOBA tendencies.
I mean, there isn't lanes.
Stay in your lane, ho.
I mean, yeah, like each hero is their own unique
It's a
thing.
shooter that was made by people who were playing League of Legends while developing a game.
I'm jerking off.
But it's actually decent.
I'm not trying to be
I'm saying that, but like most games that
yeah.
are like similar, they usually don't end up doing so well.
Right.
What was that one I just went on sale? Battleborn?
Yeah.
Like
is Paragon one of them?
Paragon is a MOBA, but it's like a third-person like action game, and it's free.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
No, but I think that's an interesting thing that we haven't thought
like
about because the video game industry is so young.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
But if you look at, I mean, any movement in art, like even if we just look at like
Picasso's blue period.
Let's take a look at Picasso's blue period, his brown period.
His brown period was the best. He had so much food coming out of him.
That sounds really severe.
No, he had to go to the gyno.
I just think now it's like, ew, like a brown.
Like someone told Picasso to put his foot in the stirrups.
Brown period. Like, because that's just the shitting. Like,
that's when you shit out of your vagina.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You shit out your tampon.
Oh. So, Picasso. No,
Overwatch. He's the character that Marc likes to play the most.
Yeah. I love how I try and have a cool topic and we just end up with shit.
I like this
coming
balance.
out of a vagina.
It's a good balance.
You gotta have it.
Gotta
have
catch
variety.
them all.
You don't
Soft, hard, corn.
If you just look at
Hold on.
at rock music since its creation, and where that's gone. Where
it's seen some pretty awful things.
Sure,
It
yes,
still is.
I know, and it will continue to. But it's seen some really great things. But think about how rock and roll became sort of that pop stuff in the '60s, and that spun out into everything it spun out into. Came back around with punk, and you know what I mean?
Glam bands,
right? And you and where all of that, like all of
rock.
it, you can trace each band back to something they listen to, like.
Oh, you mean Inspirations?
I know, but like it's very...
Also, is that a strip club name?
Inspirations with a Z?
Yeah. It's gonna be. I'm an entrepreneur.
You are killing it with these.
Names.
This place is so inspiring. I can't wait to give up on life.
Yeah. My mom's a stripper at Inspirations.
My mom stripped mine away.
My second stepdad bought her boobs.
I think if you look at any band, you can see kind of where they came from just by whatever. And I think that we don't look at video games that way. Like we look at something like Shovel Knight, and it's like, well, clearly they're inspired by these things because they look kind of the same.
And
they also just straight up tell you.
Right, but we don't think in terms of like Overwatch, directly drawing inspiration in that way.
Yeah.
Like where the kids who pick up an instrument are playing the shit that they know how to play because that's what they listen to.
Yeah.
Where these people are making games, and they're making games based on what they've been playing, and it all kind of...
And for a game like this, where it's it's a first-person shooter, team-based, like it's like objective-based competition.
Right.
They've usually, people are ranked by their kill-death ratio. This doesn't.
What's your KDR?
This game doesn't have that.
So what does it have? What is it measured
This game
by?
isn't focused on. I mean, there is a like competitive mode that you can get in that they just released, but I haven't done that because you have to be like a certain level.
But even at the end of the match, like they don't show you like.
I mean, like they'll show like how many like people you've killed or all that stuff, but like it's not as big as a deal as it might seem.
So what are the objectives? I'm sure there are different match types. Correct?
The most that I've heard of or seen is there's King of the Hill.
How many seasons?
Oh, dick.
I think what's it like 8?
It's 13 before.
The one that I've been playing the most is like there's a like truck that's like a payload, and you have to get it from point A to point B. Like you have to be near it for it to move, and it moves very slow.
Okay.
So, you know, in the opposite team, so you have to try to
cops and robbers
pretty much stop it from getting to that point, and then you take turns attacking and defending.
Can you damage the truck? Is that what they're trying to do?
You can't damage the truck, but you can stop it from moving.
Okay.
And then there's like taking over areas, like point A, point B, point C, and then again your teams will take turns attacking and defending, and then you pick characters based on attacking or defending because there's only certain characters good for certain things.
Yeah.
So it's not like you pick one character and you can use any weapons you want. Each character has their own weapons, their own tricks.
Good.
So like you shouldn't get too attached to a certain character. Like it's hard to really pick favorites, but they have like little sections for each section of heroes. Like ones are good for just like attacking, ones are good for like being a tank, ones are good for defense, and there's ones that are good for support. And you want to try to get a good balance with that. So playing with my friends, I'm like the 5th member out of that. So we're like one slot open from having like a full team where everybody can just cooperate with each other.
Got it. Now, can you both play the same character?
Yeah, I mean, you can have a whole team of just one character, and it's bullshit. Like, like that Diva character you mentioned. Apparently, with this update, she's now like a little overpowered, and we fought a whole team just full of them. And like, she has an ability where, if she takes too much damage or whatever, she can leave her ship, her little mech, and it explodes. And this isn't like if you get far away, you live. This is you have to be behind an object, and you'll live. Doesn't matter how far away you are, that wave will hit you like an atom bomb and just kill you.
Dope.
The fuck? How's that even fair?
And she just soaks up bullets. And it's like a tank, pretty much. I mean, she is a tank, but she's like a little too overpowered now.
So what's your favorite feature of the PlayStation 4 menu? That's a joke.
Probably the crispy chicken.
Probably only... Honestly, I only like the top
Microphone.
part of it.
Microphone.
The top part is probably the most convenient.
Being a top.
Where the notifications and your friend list are. Like that part.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have to go through a whole grid.
I love that I ask a stupid fucking question and you answer it legitimately.
Other than that, not much.
How about the controller? Because like
I like the controller.
It's been years since I've like had that.
No. It almost did. In. It almost did, but then I plugged it in.
That battery life's pretty shit.
Wait a second.
Yeah, hi.
Maybe you'll probably wait till the fall.
Huh?
But there's something you can finally do.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I got it.
Wait.
Are we
I'm
talking about the same thing?
confused.
I don't think...
Are we thinking about the same thing?
You're thinking about what's coming in the fall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what came out last March, but maybe you don't want to jump into it now, but you should jump into it.
Oh, pretty much what I said earlier. I probably should have waited for it too with the Rock Band stuff, but oh well, doing it now.
How do I get this guy?
Depending on I don't want to.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't want to give away your little.
I was talking about Bloodborne.
Like, oh yeah, that's on sale.
Right now?
It's $20.
Yeah, spend it.
Well, you already have. Okay,
so but that's without the expansions.
It doesn't matter. The
What's
expansion's
fall?
$20.
I'm
saying like no. Yeah, but I meant in the fall.
That
Like you might want to wait until October to get a nice spooky theme going. You know what I mean in your mind before you start
playing. Will it
playing.
still be on sale by then?
No.
So I'll just buy it now and then play it later.
Yeah, unless it just drops price later on.
It might.
If you're gonna play it now, buy it.
Because I didn't know which one to get. Like either Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3.
Why not both?
Did you play Demons or Dark Souls 1 or 2?
I played Dark Souls 2 as much as I could on my PC. But had a lot of issues. But I get the gist of it. But I wasn't sucked in. I played Bloodborne for a little bit.
Did you like what you played of Bloodborne better than what you played of Dark Souls? Obviously, the PC restrictions omitted.
I didn't get far enough in Bloodborne to where it got interesting.
Okay.
So I was like me and like maps
Yeah.
That's where like it takes for me to adjust. Like even in first person shooters, like I gotta learn the map before I can enjoy the game.
Bloodborne was very much. I did the same thing where
that's my problem with the Souls series. Everything like it's so fucking huge.
No, but it's not. That's the thing.
It
That's
feels like it. It feels overwhelming.
I know, but that's the beautiful thing. Is like when you first go into it, you're like, this is never going to fucking end.
Yeah.
And then you walk up these stairs, and you're like, where am I? What? Wait a sec. Oh shit! I'm right where I was in that first part with that weird gate. And then everything's okay again.
Oh, okay.
And then you're like, oh shit, this world's not that small at all. Oh fuck, if I die, I don't have to go all the way around that. I could just go that way.
I mean, I would probably just pick Bloodborne over Dark Souls anyway.
Because it's the best game of all time? Or...
I like the Lovecraftian theme.
Yeah, that was my thing, is I didn't know.
But what I don't like, the only thing I don't like about it, I mean, it's not a hindrance, it's just a little thing. But I think it's funny more than being negative about it, I guess. Everybody has lanky-ass arms.
They do have some
Everybody
lanky...
can scratch their knees standing up.
Yeah, but can't you?
Yeah,
No.
technically you can.
I have short little baby arms.
Yeah, but look, I can kind of, if I...
See?
No,
see?
this is possible.
This
is possible.
You gotta bend over.
What do you mean? No, okay, but
I'm
that's
just
still
saying,
like...
Go ahead, scratch your knee standing completely straight.
Oh, well, no.
Without lifting your leg.
You told me, this is straight. I lift my one leg's up.
Well, they don't lift their legs up.
Yeah, but they're
They
all
do, they
bunched
run,
a
don't
little
they?
bit. Like, they all kind of have a butt that sticks out.
Like a Beyonce
Yeah,
butt.
it's I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I get if the werewolves have it.
This is kind of how
Telling Eric stuff.
This is what they do.
See, this is when it needs to be recorded like video.
I know, but no one will ever know.
That doesn't make sense. No, because...
It's true.
People got some long-ass arms. Like Shaq.
Or people have some tall-ass knees.
Yeah, everybody's different in real
Their
life.
knees are at
But
the
in
dick.
Bloodborne, everybody is Slender Man.
All right, fair enough.
Well, that's spook enough.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. But
Yeah,
I just thought that was fun.
So, all right, should we make a list of the games that Mark's missed over the last few years?
I know what I missed. All my friends have the PS4.
The PS4. That last Guardian.
I'll probably rebuy Hotline 1 and 2.
What's that
Arkham Knight,
game
because
about?
you couldn't play that on PC because it was straight trash.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just wait for the collection, I guess.
Isn't that weird how, like...
That collection I don't think is going to be so good.
Like, now I look back at Arkham Knight and I'm just like, eh.
Word? I do too, but you know what? I was thinking about that. That was the one thing I think at the end of the year where I was like, did I rate that too high? And then it was like, you know what? It was a moment in time. That's all that rating is. That's all that review ever
But
is.
it's
That I give it 5 stars.
Do you think it was the
didn't I?
hype?
I think you did. But I think you really tried really hard to break it down between the fan of you and then, like,
Yeah.
Like, you're stripping it as a Batman game and then just as a video game.
Yeah, and the written part of it. But I think
Yeah.
I think a review is absolutely a reflection of it's a story of that moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, and you're just saying exactly why you thought
Yeah.
it deserved that.
I agree with
So.
me.
But yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
Overwatch is, if it wasn't for my friends, I wouldn't give two shits about it.
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, like I tell them every time that, like, it still feels like a fad to me. Like, I can't imagine this game still being played like within a year or two.
What game?
Overwatch. Like, I'm sure I'm like in the
Right.
low percentage who think that, but I don't know. Just I don't know. Now it just makes me feel like a shitty hipster.
Why?
Just because, like,
Because you're calling on its shit. Games like that and don't have a
just
long
because, like,
life.
just because, like, I don't really get into, like, really big popular games too often.
No, there's good reason though. Like, that's the thing. Like,
I still haven't really touched a Metal Gear game.
neither of us.
You know, like, I've barely played the Souls games. I mean, I don't hate them. The way my life is, I just don't get that opportunity
But
often to play
But
stuff
how
like
weird is
that.
that you would think that a Souls game? And I'm not saying like this is an attack, but you're like agreeing that you're hipster. I just mean like you by yourself think that Souls is a popular game, but do you only think that because of like your peers?
Maybe.
Because like
And the internet.
But how weird is it that like if you took a poll out right at like if you went to like a Target or something, every asshole would be like Call of Duty, whatever.
Madden.
I play Madden every fucking day. I'll catch a football, fucking all day. Right
Yeah.
stick, hit stick,
Yeah,
tackle.
I see what you're saying.
But like,
But I'm talking about real games.
yeah, the take a little skill. You ever played Madden against someone that plays Madden all the time? It's fucking challenging.
Yeah, it's my brother.
Yeah, you're just like fuck you, and the interception. I don't player pick. What are you talking about? Stop.
But we're equal ground in NFL Blitz.
Everyone should be.
Yeah. We should play one of those. I have not played.
Blitz the league.
No.
No. I mean,
No,
64.
I know. But have you
We
ever played
should-
Blitz the league? That was
yeah,
terrifying.
Yeah, but we should play like Madden 17 when it comes out.
I would say just WWE.
No, we've done that.
We've done that.
I haven't done that.
Been there, done that.
We can do that.
We gotta have like a free cheese like wrestling team, and then
Been
you
there,
gotta
done
fight. You gotta fight like other podcasts and stuff.
It'd be pretty good.
Oh, that's what we'll do. We'll go.
What are the
First Kinda
podcasts
Funny.
doing?
That's what we'll do.
All right, we'll call
Podcast
him.
wrestling.
He was in my bar.
Federation.
He wasn't. I don't know if we told you that story. The guy from Kinda Funny, Greg Miller, was at my work, and I leaned over my bar and I was like, "That fucking looks like Greg Miller. That's weird as shit."
He texted me.
I was like, "I think Greg Miller's at my fucking work," and I had a table. And I was like, they can fucking wait. This is weird. And like, I was like, I feel like maybe he's too tall. I don't know this man's height. How tall is he?
Apparently, he's a giant.
Absolutely. And I was like, it's not fucking him. Whatever. And then I checked his Twitter and I was like, no, that's fucking him. And I look up and around and he is walking out the door and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He got some wings, and let's be honest, our wings aren't that good. But still, approach him, but hey, you're at my bar. You might have food poisoning from it.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's do this. Wrestling stuff. I think a sports night would be good.
I mean, just like
Or fun.
spend $30. We'll rent all the garbage from Redbox.
$30?
Well, you figure there's like $6 to rent a game.
It's like $3 to rent a game.
Sure, whatever. Then we'll get 10 of them. I don't know.
What?
Sure.
So I just feel like all we really need
2 or
is-
3 might be enough.
Yeah. Madden.
Tony Hawk
I
5.
only want to play that. We played that.
I know. It was bad.
That
It was good. We got that for free, too.
We had a promo code, right?
No, it was because we were going to get Until Dawn so we could play that. And then we did. And I was like, should I get... Huh?
We did play Until Dawn. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Everyone
I
did.
was thinking about that the other day.
I was like, yeah, we should get Tony Hawk. And you're like, don't fucking get Tony Hawk. And then it popped up right after I got Until Dawn. It was like, free rental. And I was like, oh shit, Tony Hawk 5. Oh god, what did I do? It's not even worth $0.
You can't do everything you can.
I know. Well, hey, welcome to the PlayStation world. We have to add each other as friendship on there.
Yeah.
Friendship.
And I'll figure out what games I have that you... You know what? You might...
You know, you'll like, what's that one game?
Infamous.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but maybe not.
No, I don't care about that.
Those are Marc games.
Are you sure?
The first two are. This new
Yeah.
Second Son...
The edgy one?
Yeah, but the first two are good.
I think you
Yeah.
like the Telltale's
so
Batman.
That's okay.
Well, could have told you about that.
For Telltale, I'll just stick to PC for that.
I am Archer.
Kyle, what have you... Mark, did you play?
I did play something else.
Oh, what else?
Just one other game.
What other game?
Because to break up that balance of just playing that, like a multiplayer game, it's like you want variety. You want to play like a single player game, you don't really need to be online for. So I played what I now consider, it's totally a Marc game. I mentioned it last episode that I needed to get it because it was free for this month.
Oh, yeah.
Furi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a Marc game.
Yeah, I played Nick Fury.
And it's a Marc game?
Oh, it's a Marc game.
Is it a Joe should not play this game?
No, Joe
game?
should play this game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That art style, I like it, but that lack of definition scares me away.
The gameplay will make up for it.
All right.
What you do in that game? Did you sword fighting people?
You are trying to escape through like all these different little prisons that look like worlds. And it's so twisty, tossy-turvy, like artsy as fuck, but beautiful. And I don't know the full story yet because I've only beat the first 2 bosses. First boss is like a tutorial boss.
Okay.
And then the second one, gets a little more serious. It's really interesting. You like, depending on like the camera angle and like how the enemy is acting, you have certain ways you can fight. Usually you can just run around and it's like a twin stick shooter.
Okay.
So you have a handgun and you can use a trigger to charge it up to do more powerful shots.
Okay.
You can dash really quick through stuff to avoid any hits or bullets because it's kind of like almost like a bullet hell at first.
Okay.
It's basically like a boss rush type game. So like you fight a boss and then you like walk and hear some story, some dialogue, and then your character never talks, but there's a person that does. And then you just fight another boss and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's kind of like a bullet hell shooter type thing, but you also have a sword and you can do melee stuff. You can charge it up and you can parry, and if you time it just right, you can get this cool little like cinematic attack put in there.
That's cool.
And if you get close enough, sometimes a ring around you will activate, and you can only stay within that ring. So you're up close, the camera gets closer, and that's when you have to start like being more thinking like more melee than ranged fighting. And it's hardcore. Like, this is not a casual game.
Yeah.
And the music is beautiful. It's just bright neon, and
I think I added it to my download list.
it's great.
Sure.
I mean, it's free. Like,
No, I know, but sometimes I'm stupid and I don't remember to go in and hit. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like 4 gigs. But yeah, I like it. I'm into
Very
it.
good. Very good. Congratulations on a PlayStation.
Thanks.
Congratulations, PlayStation.
You trying to? Is that
What are you
rhyming?
doing?
PlayStation. Congratulations.
She's writing a song.
PlayStation.
I have to leave. This is weird.
PlayStation. Congratulations, PlayStation.
Look what you're doing to the mix.
Congratulations, PlayStation. Congratulations, PlayStation. Congratulations, Congratulations, Kyle,
I'm in the middle of shit.
what did you play?
I played Pokemon,
Boo.
but not Pokemon Go.
Okay.
I played Pokemon Goo.
Oh.
It's a porn parody. Where you?
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. No, I was playing some Alpha Sapphire.
Me too.
Doing that.
Me not.
I was catching legendaries. I've got all of them that I can get as of right now.
Do you want a level 100 Pokemon to borrow?
No, I'll just do it myself.
All right.
My Blastoise is very close.
What level is he?
He is 110, so I gotta like de-level him somehow. Nah, he's 78, 79.
So here's what you do.
Wow. Sorry, let me finish.
I'm gonna.
Can I
teach you
finish? No, go ahead. Let's hear the advice.
Find the area what has the
The
uh
Aldno,
highest level Pokemon.
which is probably going to be Victory Road.
Right, somewhere around there. And then you just run around.
No, yeah, but it's
But
the
here's-
idea that if I'm just going to continue to level him up, I'm not going to get a lot of experience if I keep...
Why not just keep
Only
fighting the
using
Elite
hit.
Four?
Don't you have to... What else? I have to go through...
I wouldn't do the Elite. So here's what I've been.
But you
I
get
can do that.
monies.
What is your goal
Let's
right
keep
now?
going. I'm just trying to get some legendaries, and I'll get my full deck. I'm not going for a living dex.
Right.
I just want to catch all of them available to me.
You want to complete the Pokédex. You don't want to get the living dex
I don't
like
really
the
give a
nightmare
shit
that I am.
about the living dex. If I can, I will, but right now I'm just focused on completing it.
You actually want to complete the dex.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
don't know how
then,
close I am.
huh?
I don't know how... I'm definitely not as close as
That's-
you. Fuck no.
No. Well, I've done nothing for the last 3 months, but that. Well, I guess it's been almost 2 months now.
Well,
since
how do I
started.
get a hold of a Mewtwo or a Mew?
Mewtwo? You can get an X and Y.
Well, I don't, yeah.
You gotta work for Nintendo.
Mew. Yeah. I've let you. My uncle. No, Mew. Your friend Joe will give you one because he has 2.
Okay.
I do have 2
Okay.
because
You
I
can
got.
Mewtwo?
No, I only have 1 Mewtwo,
Okay.
but you can get him from X and Y.
Okay. I don't have X and Y.
Uh,
Doesn't matter. I'll work it out.
put a.
I'll trade him.
There will
trade him.
always be a chance to get these.
I-
They make it seem like, oh, get it while you can. So
Yeah.
just wait till the next game.
Yeah, I
and
was
start
trying to-
releasing stuff for that.
Get an Eevee.
I have an Eevee box,
Oh,
which
okay.
is nothing
Well,
but Eevee.
I just
X and
went
Y
on-
is full of EVs.
I just went to the GTS.
Uh huh.
I was like, I'll just look for an Eevee.
Yeah.
Whatever. And of course,
They're
dumb fucking people
Eevee
are
for
like,
Genesect. Eevee for Genesect.
yeah,
Eevee for
can I have
Genesect.
I want
Meloetta
you
for
two
Eevee.
give
Yeah.
me a Genesect, give me an Articuno,
It's all
fucking
bad.
ridiculous legend. It's like it's an Eevee. I wish I could find these people and slap them in
No,
their face.
last
Do
night-
they have parents?
Last night I was running through. So I still haven't completed Gen 2 because I think yesterday was the only day I actually played.
Goddamn Gentile.
Yeah. Any of Pokemon, and I was running around. I was like, oh, I need a Dunsparce for my decks.
I love those little guys. They're so useless.
Yeah, who cares, right? But I need them. So I'm running around. I know where to find them. There's 3 different routes in Pokemon X and Y where you can find them.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't find the fucker at all. I'm
Oh, I got him like first playthrough.
yeah, I did too. I already had him in my Pokédex, but
Doesn't he come with rollout? Or
Probably.
or can he just learn it?
but I'm like running around. I can't
hated
find the
roll-
fucking
roll
thing.
out.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just GTS this
tank.
move. You know, let's jump up there.
Did everybody want Genesect?
Dude, fucking here's a Dunsparce. Let me have a Mew. Like, are you kidding?
How
What
do
the fuck?
it's like people are like, oh, I really
Here's the thing, though.
There's no value. Like they
Do you know why?
Because they're assholes.
No, because it works. So I am an asshole, and I was like, you know what? I don't know the value of this shit, but let's find out. If I put a Chespin up, can I get a... I think I did a Kabuto for a Scizor. That worked. I did a Chespin for... Fuck, who was it I did today?
For legendary?
It wasn't a legendary, but it was something that was, like, definitely not worth a Chespin, and someone was like, here you go.
If you get a shiny Magikarp, let me know.
I will do that. I can do that.
I got a Wonder traded a shiny Magikarp before.
What?
But, like, just... So I think that these people put it up there because at some point someone goes, yeah, fuck it, I really want a Dunsparce. Here's my fucking Yveltal.
Yeah, but I bet you can find one with no problem.
What? A Dunsparce? I know, but point is, I think that people put that shit up there and ask for ridiculous Pokemon because they'll get those ridiculous Pokemon.
Where can I find Eevee in the wild in Sapphire? Can I?
You probably can't. There's a lot from Gen 1 that you cannot find in...
Also, I forgot how much smaller the Safari Zone is in this.
Yeah.
Because it used to be big. Because there used to be a desert section. Now there's not.
I know.
And it's fucking annoying.
Well,
thought I caught a shiny Pinsir, but he just looks like...
He looks weird, doesn't he?
He looks weird, but he's just that silverish gray color for some reason now.
I don't get him.
I don't know.
Oh, well, here's my recommendation. If you're going for that and you're trying to complete your decks, you're going to need to do a lot of grinding to get a lot of your Pokemon to evolve, correct?
Yes, but I haven't catch them a lot of evolve forms, luckily, too.
Well, what I would do is
I throw them in the daycare.
Take all of your little boys that you need to evolve, put them in your party, leave Blastoise in slot 1, run through Victory Road, grinding to get Blastoise to level up, and along the way, those guys just skyrocket.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's how it works because my Blastoise is level 70.
What
do you mean you don't know?
EXP share?
No, yes, but while Blastoise is level 70, and if he's beating these guys like that, it's not going to get as much experience.
No, well, you're finding, you're not gonna get as much, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you're getting... If you're fighting, like, the second or third evolutionary stages with some of these Pokemon on Victory Road... at higher levels, you're gonna get decent experience.
Yeah, I might do Mark's suggestion though, and just because what's the time limit of when I can go back and fight the Elite Four?
There's a time limit?
I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't know if there is.
I don't
if I can just walk right back through and be like, "Hey, what up, bitch?"
Isn't it like you just beat them, credits roll, and then
I'm pretty sure.
Then you unlock the battle resort.
Yeah.
And some other stupid shit like you and May get along at the Space Center.
Yeah.
And then Wally's like, I'm going here. You're like, fuck off, Wally. Why can't you just die already?
I really liked Wally.
I didn't. He was a sickly bitch.
No.
sickly bitch.
Sickly bitch.
He was. Oh, my parents are sending me to my aunt and my uncles and whatever, because Vandorf Town.
Did they ever do a Beavis and Butthead episode where...
With Wally, yes.
One of them was called Nostra Dumbass.
I can't remember.
What was it? I heard that recently.
Nostra Dumbass?
Yes.
I thought it today. Maybe you heard my thoughts.
I do hear thoughts.
It could have been that.
No, I remember. I could have sworn I heard it on a TV show.
Beavis and Butthead. Maybe it's Beavis and Butthead.
Maybe. That's on Netflix now.
What?
Beavis and Butthead Do America's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shut up! But no, I think...
Because that's what I did with I did it with my Delphox. I ran around, got her up to 100.
She's disgusting.
Thank you.
Did you nickname her Del Pickle?
I did.
Oh, cool.
Dumb cunt. Oh, yeah. So when you had to catch Regigigas, you have to give Regice an ice item to hold and nickname them. Which is really weird.
You have to nickname them?
You have to nickname Regice. You only have to nickname Regice and give an ice-based item to Regice. And you can do that if you go... Do you have Regice or Regigigas?
You gotta move your hands out.
Hi. Hi.
I think I only have...
I have all three of the Regis.
Fizame.
Oh, I do have,
yes. And then the steel type, Fizamek.
You get him by just being ready. Your body just being ready.
It typically is ready.
And you rub the DS all over your chest.
Yeah, I think I have all the Regis because we got them from the Pokemon Bank, right?
What you finna do
is
go to newmallville.com.
Okay.
/ eggs don't suck that much, do they? But I forgot which apartment it was. It's a girl sings a little tune about ice cream, and then she gives you the Castilla cone.
Okay.
Give that to Regice
All right.
to hold.
Yeah.
And then nickname him Butt. Or
Okay.
I nicknamed him Butt. Sorry.
Yeah, I can do that.
And then you go to... You have to go to Slateport to nickname him.
Right.
To the name raider. And then you go back to Island Cave, I believe it's called, which is near...
Is it one of the Mirage Caves?
No. It's the one that's always
one
there.
Bottom left?
It's near Dewford. Yeah.
Sure.
It's always available.
Yeah.
Go in there, and I think you have to... I think you have to read some Braille, or if something happens and he just shows up, and then you fight him.
Mischievous. That's what I
Mischievous.
got today. Mischievous.
Oh.
Like
I forgot about.
You
It's not
gotta,
an easy Pokemon to find.
but I feel like it's
But I tossed up a Chespin and boom.
equally as shitty.
I'm trying to complete the deck.
No, I know.
Boy.
I need a chesp.
I got a couple. You have your 3DS?
I don't have my 3DS on me. Sam forgot it at home.
It's in him.
It said me.
Oh, well, here.
My entire... Let me just squeeze.
Oh,
my
God,
CP
that's
came
not
out.
good.
Wow, I hope you saved your game. The legendary dogs are very fun to get. Let me tell you a little story about
How your life
Suicune.
got turned
Upside down.
upside.
Suicune didn't put up that much of a fight. After I texted you, she got called immediately.
I
I think I just had to tell you.
I forgot Suicune was water.
I
I kept thinking it was ice.
she purifies water. And then Raikou was the hardest one for some reason. I got it all the way down to red. I have to be very careful. I use Pikachu. I use my Raichu a lot because it knows Nuzzle, and that does damage as well as paralyzes.
I don't want to fight you. I just want to nuzzle.
Come here. Then like shoves its tail in its anus.
You smell like lilies.
But that worked a lot, and I slowly chipped away at its health, and it was like in the red barely, and it just refused to be caught. And I was like, you need to stop this. Stop fucking around on me. And I go and buy like 40 grape or ultra balls. It got me down to 5 trying to catch this goddamn thing.
Jeez.
Because I was not risking attacking it anymore. And I don't have any other Pokemon with like status attacks.
Right.
Not in my party at
So
least.
like no one like put it to sleep.
Yeah, I only could paralyze. Even then, like I can't even remember if I really did paralyze it because it's a electric type.
Can't paralyze the paralyzer.
Yeah. Oh. What was that one band that came out of that song?
Finger 11.
Finger 11, which is illegal.
Ew.
You can't do that.
Oh, all right. Moving on. Jesus Christ. This podcast is going to some...
Never mind. My thought
Picasso
was way
Brown.
dumber than yours.
Um,
I thought about you couldn't have 11 fingers.
Brown period.
Yeah.
Brown period 11. Well, there's
But the
no
11th
matter what,
finger
this is illegal.
was
It's your penis.
Yeah.
You basically like
Is that really what it means?
you put your hand in it and then you jazz fingers and then shove your dick.
Is
in.
it like another term for third eye blind?
Wait, is that a cock reference?
I don't know.
Oh,
I thought third eye blind was
gross.
like that eye, like that people out
I
think.
mean, it probably is, but
I unlocked my third chakra. Shut the fuck up.
The Alakazam shit.
Yeah, whatever. But
Oh, it's like a...
that's not true. Why would your third eye be? Oh, why is it blind?
'cause it's in your
1,
pants.
2, 3...
It's not blind. It's just in
It's
the dark.
blind because you...
You can't see.
But you come out of it.
Forever
just-
winking.
Wait, I don't think that's blindness. What's that disease? Glaucoma, right?
Caco.
Glaucoma. No, what's it happen when you got conjunctivitis? That's all that is. Conjunctivitis.
What happened?
I don't
Anyway,
I don't
and then
know.
I was trying to figure out your trick of hatching. I don't have an egg yet, but I call it 2 dittos just for
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like, what is going on? I don't know what's happening. And I forgot that you have to start in a very specific place.
Yeah. It's not as easy as the Lumiose City one.
To just be able to press up.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to trade on GTS anymore. I'll
No.
wonder trade after I get it all and like get
Here's
some
how
shitty
GTS
Pokemon.
works.
I know
Don't
how it works.
seek. Deposit. So when you breed... Yeah, see, look, I'm killing it. Killing the game right now.
Are you catching a bunch of shit?
Yeah, I'm catching a
Are
lot.
people send something to you?
Yeah.
Oh
because
shit! What they send you?
unknown. That's what I
Oh
asked for.
shit!
So
Is that an O?
figure
an
figure
O.
out what you need, and now see, this is gonna make me billions of dollars. So here's what you need: figure out what you need, and then you need to learn the economy of Pokemon.
Well, you're gonna get the living decks, right?
You're
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should. Well, you better get all the letters.
Oh, I'm gonna have an unknown box. I will.
You
I
remind
know.
me of that guy always in the morning when he's like talking about like stocks and all that shit. He's like very like,
Yeah,
energetic
yeah.
and exciting. He has
Yeah.
like 5,000 computers on at once.
Breaks
No,
fucking shit with
because
his
when
bat.
you lose your mind and you do this and make a living dex, because no one makes a living dex.
It's not true. People make a living dex. I saw a webcomic about it.
I know, there's a lot of people
who
do it.
After this, shiny living dex. Have fun.
I know, don't.
Oh my god, you're not doing that, are you?
You're doing that? Do you even have any shinies?
Yeah, I have a shiny Helioptile. He's red.
Can I see him? Oh, I want to see him. Show him. I bet he's a cutie.
Are you just a masochist?
See if I can find him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do a shiny dex. That's... but you do get the shiny charm, so it makes it easier to...
Whoa.
And there's the Masuda method.
Where do you get that?
You have to complete a living dex.
Fuck this cock.
Wait, you don't have to complete a living dex. I think you just have to complete your national dex, and you get the shiny charm.
Ew!
But...
Something just poked me in the eye.
I'm sorry about that.
Now he has one eye blind.
I literally have one eye blind.
This
is so weird.
I'll show you the thing in a second.
Sing a lot of songs now.
No, but here's what you do. So you're breeding, right? So let's say you want to get a war turtle. So you take your Blastoise and you dump him off with a Ditto, and you get yourself a Squirtle egg. But by the time you even like start to go around to hatch one of the eggs, you come and like boom, you already have another. Like you just end up with extra Squirtle eggs by accident. You didn't mean to leave.
What's the rotation of eggs? Like how long can I keep it in there and get an egg? Like is it an overnight thing?
Huh? What do you mean?
Like okay, let's say I shove a Ditto and a Blastoise in a daycare.
Yeah.
How long till I get an egg?
Do a couple laps around.
This is a steady fucking.
Do a couple of laps.
Because my
It all depends on which Pokemon and how they get along together, how quickly they produce an egg.
Okay.
But
because my Machop and my Rhyhorn didn't like each other at all.
Yeah,
really
they won't.
Do you think it's a type thing?
It is. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. There's a whole
pirate over here.
Yeah, there's a whole breeding thing.
I just girls just want to have fun.
But as you go around, you see the little boy turns around.
Yes.
And he'll say, "Hey, I got an egg."
Hey.
So, but if you get a bunch of Squirtle eggs, right?
Yeah, I can just start
Don't
sending them out to
like
people.
A phone call that tells you that there's an egg.
You used to.
In Gen 2, you did.
Yeah, in Gen 2. Now you just drive by and look and see if he's turned around.
Just come everywhere.
Something happened at daycare. I can't talk about it. Come in.
But what I did,
like your Pokemon did.
So here you go, right? I needed to get
a Chespin.
I needed to get Chespin and the middle one. But I had the third one. So I bred the third one a bunch of times, and I had hella Chespin eggs. So I go around, I hatch all of them, I take my extras, and I use those as currency for things that I need. So I take my Chespins. Hey, I need an unknown. Here's a Chespin. Give me an unknown. Now I have the unknown. I'm going to breed the fuck out of that unknown. Get a lot of unknown eggs.
Can you breed unknowns?
You can breed everything but legendaries.
Okay.
So it is known that you can breed unknown.
Yeah.
I think. Unknown maybe not, but maybe
Are you
yes.
sure? If it doesn't have a gender, can you still breed it?
Yes. Because I bred a couple.
Ditto. Wait, are Dittos?
Yeah,
genders?
no. So I leave a Ditto at each
daycare. How many? There's only 2 daycares.
2 daycares, at least in this game. But yeah. So now
I'm running a fucking racket,
dude. It's
weird that's used for breeding because you couldn't like.
Ditto can't turn into
Mark, use your words. To your significant other, you could not use that line like, "Hey, you want to go to daycare?"
Well, I mean,
did you hear that joke?
So anyway, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna leave the unknown there, right? And I'm gonna
fuck. Let me see how quick they fuck. Time it.
You want me to do that?
Did you ever time that scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Which one? In the shed next to the pool?
The pool house scene. It was like 18 seconds.
It's not long at all.
Did you ever see that movie Teeth?
That was my favorite movie.
Remember the line where the guy was just like basically trying to rape her?
The stepbrother?
And he was like, "I haven't jerked off since Easter." That's my favorite line in the movie.
Good for him.
That was his reason.
That's what really rose
that's
on
what to
Easter,
him that justifies his
rape.
His rape attempt.
It's ridiculous. But
so
Pokemons,
you get
Pokemon.
Victory Bell.
What about Victory Bell?
Nothing. Don't worry about teeth. Go on.
Oh, gross.
Garchomp.
That's a good chomp. But that's all you need to do.
Look at Chomper.
Is
Trapinch reminds me of the bots from Ninja Turtles.
BattleBots?
Is that what they're called, Mark?
The Mousers?
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically like BattleBots, I guess.
Anyway. I need a Trapinch. I can't find a Trapinch. Like, I know that's in the desert.
They do look like Mousers.
Can't find it at all.
Trapinch?
Yes.
I got you.
Keep running the fucking sand shrews Cockdicks. Where can I find the other fossils, by the way? They're just random in the...
They are in the Mirage spots.
Which one? Is there cave? Also, is the Mirage cave, depending on the time of the day with the tides, does that matter? Because it looks like there's a dive spot in there. Yes.
In that one cave you're talking about, yes.
Yeah. And also, how do the tides work in the game? I've never cared enough when I was younger and I played.
I don't know.
It's exhausting. They say that Pokemon's for kids.
It's the time of day.
Shit going on.
It's the time of day that affects that. But the one you're talking about, the fossils.
Yes.
Those happen depending on... You have to do Rock Smash.
Can I get a Tyrant?
Who's Tyrant?
A T-Rex?
Do I have one? I don't know.
It's from X and Y.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Fuck!
There's not a lot of X and Y ones in here. But I got you. Like, whatever you need. Alright, so I just dropped off Dude.
Pokemon's that?
The Unown.
Holy sure.
So I'm gonna just start going now. And we'll see how long it takes.
I almost caught is it Magby? That's what it's called, a Magby with Heat Body?
Yeah.
But I killed it.
I hate
Too
that.
strong.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the cool thing. The Mirage spots, you can get Elekid, Magby.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other one? I don't think you can get Smoochum there, can you?
I don't know.
Was it? Is it?
I got
Cluffy?
a Smoochum.
I do. I
Cluffy
really
the baby
want an Elekid.
Cleffa.
Cleffa.
Igglybuff.
I always thought of that as Ugly Buff because it's real ugly with those weird eyes.
It's like that little poof.
You got them buff eyes.
Got him.
Did it evolve early hatched?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oshawott.
His name.
Are all eggs the same size?
Sure.
That seems a little weird.
Yeah.
How like even like the mammal type Pokemon still poop out eggs. Like, can you imagine a little Pachirisu trying to lay a giant egg that's bigger than Pachirisu and then just dies from giving birth?
I know. It's kind of like a pug.
Every Pokemon poops out an egg.
I get that.
That's
Ditto
painful.
does.
Well,
Ditto
if
poops
you're
out
breeding
the
with just Ditto, but if you're not breeding with Ditto, they all poop out the same egg.
Well, that's weird. They fuck a pile of putty.
They do, but they don't. I don't think we've seen all of. We don't know everything about breeding. There might be small eggs. There might be big eggs.
Take to Reddit.
And how come Togepi is doing the egg that looks different?
I don't know. I got a Togetic.
Togetic?
I'm just saying, like, alright, so in the games, you know, they all look like Yoshi eggs.
That's true.
But then you get Togepi.
It's got those shapes.
Inside of an egg?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Cool, well, no,
but no, I don't even think it's an egg inside of an egg. I think its body just...
No, wait, I forgot that there are different designed eggs. They just don't show it in the game. I remember Elekid's had the yellow with the black stripes.
Yeah.
Magby's, I think, was different.
Maybe you can't breed Unown.
Maybe just like a black hole opens.
I've done a lot of circles at this point. And No, this is just an egg hatching.
Because I think if it's can you breed Unown, I
feel like he might be one of the ones that you cannot.
I don't know. Hold on.
I have a lot of Oshawotts now if you need one.
I feel like this is probably the longest talk of Pokemon for the past, like, 3 or 4 episodes.
Unown can't breed because it's in the no egg group, and the shape of the Unown depends on its IV, so since hatched Pokemon IVs are different than its parents, the Unown hatched would be different if it did breed.
Well, there's your answer.
But I don't even know. Unown are not legendary, so they could. They're a rare exception to that rule, like Fiona's. Well, Unown can't breed for starters. Yeah, you're fucked.
Great.
Good luck getting them all.
Wait, were you going to get every
rather
letter?
play with other Pokemon, not so much with each other.
Were you getting the whole alphabet?
That's what I was going to go for. That's a bonus to the living dex. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried that when Gold and Silver first came out.
Yeah.
Anywho,
moving on.
Yes. Enough is enough.
I played something else this week, and I noticed that both of you played it just before we were recording. And I didn't know if I was still the only one playing it or not.
Oh.
Miitomo.
Yeah.
How frequently?
I mean, what you saw, that was like the most I've done.
Yeah.
How often do you, because
when it sends me an update that I have to like swipe away, like if it's like the ticket giveaway, I swipe to the right, I open it up, and then I close it out.
Only when it tells me that Team Marie won. I think that's when I started,
That was weird. Can you stop? I'm like super uncomfortable.
You got a free pin for it.
Did you play?
I didn't.
So then
I couldn't.
No. Nope.
Did
Nope. Yeah, I played.
Clearly, you fucking played.
Yeah, of course I played.
Like I mentioned before, I'm too torn to
Well,
take
here's the
sides
thing.
in that.
Oh my god.
But you can't brag about no. See,
Your team
no.
won though, so you chose a side.
I joke about it. I'm not that serious.
But the thing is,
Your shirt says "I heart Marie."
yes.
no, that's a tattoo.
But I don't think that you. No. Nope. I'm not doing it.
Not doing what?
I'm not doing it.
Why is there a
doing
debate
what?
again? Well, they're both squid girls.
Yeah.
And what's the what was the why were people? Ew.
It was the final Splatfest
Splatfest.
for the game. That
Why
was
was
the
it the
one.
final one?
Because they're just not supporting it, I guess, anymore.
We don't. Sorry, we just don't like your lifestyle. We can't really have this going on anymore. So we're kicking you out.
They're
of
probably working
the
on like a
console.
sequel for the next console. So
What is the sequel gonna bring?
Oh, we'll find out. Won't
Like
we?
Overwatch 2? Like is that's gonna happen?
Nobody even knew this game was
Watch
going to
it.
happen. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Splatoon 2. Splatoonier.
Splatoon, but with a 2.
I have to leave.
Oh,
I hope they do
shit.
that.
They
I
will.
kill them.
They will do that.
Splatoon.
No, how? I mean, yeah, I played Splatoon. I don't think there's much left to say about Splatoon, right? I think
Basically.
even without any future
I like that shirt.
things left, go for it. Like play that game.
I mean, I'm still playing. Just I don't know. I think it was that day. I don't know. I just didn't like. I like Splatoon, but at the same time, I just didn't care.
No, I know. I wasn't. I played. I
You know what I
literally.
mean? Like-
I came home. I think Friday night from work, and I
Like
played.
I like the idea of it more than actually playing it sometimes.
That's how I feel about chicken strips.
I think. Yeah, you'll.
Please tell me you get that reference. No, it wasn't chicken strips. It was Coke, wasn't it? And role models. When Christopher Mintz
Gee, it's been
Spock's
forever
character,
since I
wow.
saw that.
he was like, "Oh, you want a Coke?" And he was like, I like the idea of it more than I actually like it. And then he said he was going to run a
I
train
mean,
with his chicken
I really do like
fingers.
Splatoon, but like just I don't know. I guess I get the same feeling with Overwatch or like any multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Really, like that's not my.
So Splatoon 2. Do you want to see the multiplayer take the back burner? Like obviously still be a core piece because that's
I mean,
what it is, but have them beef up more like a 3D platformer.
I think they can keep the multiplayer just the way it is. I mean, add some new freshness to it.
Well, 'cause
of
I think-
course,
New
but
maps, maybe.
There's something really, really interesting happening. There's this renaissance occurring
Oh,
of
my lady. That's what happened in the Renaissance Fair. It happened
that's
once.
true.
no, there's this thing happening with
Don't let me say
platforming
that again.
games where you do realize that in 2017 we're going to have new Sonic, new
2 new songs.
Banjo Kazooie, new Castlevania,
Wait, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
potentially
Oh,
a
Bloodstained.
new Mario. Who knows?
Thank,
But assuming-
because we need more of those.
No, but-
don't pop this fucking top. Bad things gonna happen if you bring up new Mario.
But there's a lot
You can
of
only go so more new with him.
I don't know what Crash Bandicoot.
Is it gonna be new or is it gonna be just those ports?
Well, I think it's gonna be the ports first.
Even though
Still.
see how
And
it-
then I think based on that, which it will do well because nostalgia
Yeah.
makes money.
yes, but also look at Star Fox and how all that didn't go.
But
But
that's
2017 is a big year for platformers.
27's a big year for 2017
27.
is a big year for everything.
Uh,
yeah. It feels like a new
It's a
era.
landmark year. Not landmark. No,
Wait, why?
Landmark, benchmark.
why is next year so
Think about every industry is rolling out a lot of shit.
I think we're like entering like
Or
Okay.
entertainment industries. You think about film, TV, and video games.
between
those
the
three.
60s, 70s, whenever like games were first
Mm-hmm.
starting.
Yeah.
Compare that to now, I think like we were just like the golden age.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the golden age is just coming to an end?
Like I guess
I feel like the golden age ended with
I'm
the 16-bit era.
I'm speaking more of a kind of like comic book terms.
Okay.
You know, like Golden Age of Heroes, everything was more like classic, vintage, very simple
Sure.
type stuff. I think we're entering the next phase where things are a little more complex and polished and refined. A little more like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like you're getting the bearings together,
Okay.
cogs are turning, and like it feels like it's right there on the horizon, or it's closer than that.
So
like
this is
it's around the corner. That's why
like,
I feel with video games. Right? Like it's a good time.
It's how
to be in video games.
Right. We had Alan Scott, and then we got our Hal Jordan.
I think we're getting.
So you think this Sonic Mania and whatever Sonic Generations 2 are the Hal Jordans of the Sonic franchise?
It's the Cat Gardener.
I don't know about Sonic personally, but in video games overall, the direction that it's going,
yeah.
I think it's entering the Hal Jordan phase, and that's going to last for a good while.
Now, are we talking Ryan Reynolds, Hal Jordan?
Good night again. I'm just bye.
These are important. These are important subjects.
Yeah, it's true.
Like if we talk Clinton, we talking Bill, we talking Hillary. You know,
who knows anymore?
Billary.
Are we talking? If we're talking, Pac, are we talking two?
Of course.
Or are we talking Zoo?
Zupac?
No one talks
X-Pac.
X-Pac.
Yes. Well, back to Miitomo. I do want to put a pin in 2017 and platformers, but maybe because we've gone on for quite some time now, we should pin that for next week's episode or something.
That's probably I imagine that conversation would be a very good one. That'd probably be a good episode.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Well, yes. However,
but yeah, Miitomo, like I don't touch it as often as I used to. But I do I still like it. Like I never got like really burnt out on it per se. Other things happen. I just forgot. And they just take priority.
Yeah, it's a bed game.
It's a poop game.
I'm not doing anything else right now, and I'm too tired to go grab my DS or grab my controller.
For those that don't know, when we say poop game, we don't mean like it's bad. It just means that's a game you play while pooping.
Yeah.
So
it's it's just I have nothing else to do. I don't want to do anything else.
This is better than Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because I am 27 and do not understand Snapchat.
It is perfect. Like, it's aware of what
you don't
it is.
bread on your face.
But the only reason
you want to look like a giraffe, Joe.
The only reason I haven't deleted it is because my brother sends me stuff sometimes.
Well, that's weird.
I already deleted it.
No, like he sends me like chat messages through Snapchat instead of just texting.
Act like it's a fucking burner.
I don't know. I don't know.
If I would sell drugs, that's how I would do it.
Maybe I'll just text him and say, "I'm deleting Snapchat. You're the only person I talk to."
All
right. Great.
Miitomo is like a way more
and Ben too.
Anyway, simplified version of Animal Crossing to me. Where it's you go in at the point, you check in, you get your stuff, you might change your clothes or something, you might read an answer or two, and then you're done. Move on.
It depends on the session, because if you got some time to kill, depending on
let's see. It's been a while.
Making photos can be fun if you want to feel creative.
I've done that.
Yeah.
The thing for me is I go through and I'm still finding answers that I haven't seen from months ago, because I don't think you've answered a question or I haven't seen all of your answers yet. Somehow
spend those candies.
Do you know that you've answered 350 questions or something ridiculous?
I've avoided 500 of them.
Damn, really? God. I've skipped 0
a lot
and answered 100.
Because a lot of them are so stupid, or they'll just re-ask you the same question, and then you can either pick a different answer or just say same answer. Getting those coins.
Signed in on this one or not?
I'm looking at what current event has grabbed your interest? The Target bathroom dick obstacle course. What's the best thing about dogs? They're not cats. What's something you've really been into recently that you would recommend to people and why? Convincing your parents to just die already.
Are these your answers?
Yes. What's your favorite TV show right now? I forgot the name, but the theme song goes, "Those aren't nuggets, they're balls of despair."
I wonder what mine are.
Has anything ever happened to you that made you really respect someone? If so, what was it? I touched a dead mouse, so I really respect myself now. What musical instrument do you play? The banjo-kazooie.
That's pretty good.
What's your favorite type of music? Just Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh wow, I've only skipped one question now. Have I actually completed?
How many of you answered? Does it say?
319.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
The only one I skip is the recent shot of me. Every time I change my clothes, it's like, I got my photo taken.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about Miitomo while I was playing. It just kind of I didn't know if I was alone, because every answer I looked at was from months ago. I just feel like I'm in this weird Wild West saloon.
Yeah.
I forgot that there were between us questions. Let's see.
Do you have any that I've sent you?
I'll need to check. There's one that's between Mark and I.
Uh-oh.
It says, what do you think Mark spends most of his time doing? I answered this. He was asking me about you. I said, drawing, maybe thinking about drawing, or thinking about sandwiches or anal. Between Joe and
Mark's
I,
face just now was just like, yeah, quit. Oh yes.
Yes.
who do you think is Joe's celebrity crush? And my answer was Jim Parsons.
Why are you so good?
Then there's, if you and Joe went on vacation together, where would you go? And I said an AARP convention.
Yes.
Which his response was, we'd pull so much loose.
Oh god. And most of the stuff I say, because my me has a really, really weird voice. And it's fun to hear him say certain things. I changed it though, you'll be happy to know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot,
see, mine aren't as that twisted, but
Yeah.
like the only one that I saw so far was like caught my attention. It's like, what are the ingredients of your favorite recipe? Can you name them all? And I just said
cyanide.
children's souls.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so it's a go-to.
Typical.
What's a hobby of yours that you don't like to tell people about? Masturbation. What kind of stuff was popular when you were a kid? Anal.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Dick.
What does work mean to you? Doing just enough to not have my manager yell at me.
What's something funny that's happened to you recently? My whole life is a joke.
I can't. My iPad's not loading it.
You can play on your iPad?
Someone said
Apparently.
there was a between us question for Joe and I, and the question was, what do you think is Joe's best quality? And my answer was, this is getting out of hand. What dish at what restaurant do you recommend? The Street Rat at Sewer Junction.
Of course.
What book have you always wanted to read? And my answer
What was your answer?
was the novelization of Deal or No Deal.
So I feel like I've played this more actively than Mark has, only because of the dates of Mark's.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's probably been about like 2 months since
I've only answered
touched it.
86 questions.
Really?
So somehow,
I mean, I still find answers from like April.
What's your favorite
Like from
homegrown,
everyone.
non-foreign TV drama? And
I
said
wrote
Fox
this yesterday
News.
and I don't remember writing it.
What's your biggest fear? Having a homeless person physically assault me. What's your favorite TV commercial? Those dog ones when they're all essentially dying, but we all still change the channel because fuck sadness. Which female? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. We should just stick to
What common health advice do you think is bogus? A good way to stretch is by dropping the soap.
Which female entertainer do you think will break into the big time soon? The answer was Robert De Niro.
What mysteries do you think humanity will never be able to solve? Why water is wet?
What kind of lessons did you learn when you were little? That free candy always has its price.
What do you think you were in the past life? A pigeon who'd shit on others, because now it is me who was getting shit on.
Tell me about a moment when you felt cool. When my girlfriend took a picture of me with Abra.
What would be your ideal?
I was going to continue.
Yeah.
Just stop.
What would be your ideal situation for a first kiss? Skip kiss straight to anal.
A lot of anal and cups.
A lot of my answers are not funny.
What's the best thing about dogs? They're always happy to see you no matter what, and they never judge you for being a bag of trash of a human being.
What do you remember about your first date? It was awful. She drank hot dog water the entire time and only ate liquefied gummy bears.
Comma, anal.
Anal.
What's your catchphrase? Oswald, no!
Who's the most beautiful person you can think of? It can be anyone from the past or present, but they must be real. Chris Christopherson.
What mistake have you really learned from? Not naming myself Hoob. I can't say it without laughing. Not naming myself Hoob. I can't, God, you have to read it. I can't fucking read
No,
it.
you got to do it. You got to do it.
Not naming myself Hoob a stank.
Have you made any big mistakes recently? If so, what happened? I forgot to wipe my butt. What type of person was your first crush? My answer was a unicorn person.
Oh, wait. Can you tell me something interesting? Why do we drive on a parkway but park on my dead dad?
That's pretty good.
This is kind of like, now it's like those boring questions that you answered.
How would
know.
you define
I'm
gothic fashion? Black is the absence of color. Kind of like how my dad is the absence of
Oh shit!
presence.
There's a question of the day.
What common health advice do you think is bogus? Drinking milk, it's bullshit.
Don't save this photo. What's the question of the day? I'm gonna look it up.
Today?
Here's the question of the day. When you were a kid, what was your favorite TV show? Oh, I got it right here.
Oh, I didn't see that question today.
Your favorite TV show? Was it Blossom?
No, hold on.
Oh, it was Sabrina the Teenage Witch. No. Gilmore Girls.
Anna Nicole Smith's sex tape.
Oh.
Oh, this is good. Would you rather have the power of flight or invisibility? And my answer was super speed because both.
Yeah?
I just said they stole that from OkCupid.
What music do you listen to when you want to concentrate? Wii Shop channel theme music.
That's a
Just
good
curious, what's your most recent purchase?
one. I can't talk about that.
Who's your favorite male celebrity? Steve Harvey. Wait, most recent purchase? I feel like I did that one recently.
I said a dead person's fingerprints.
Oh my god.
Oh. Do you know which person?
No.
You just picked random? Or they didn't tell you?
I didn't really. What the fuck?
I'm asking too many questions, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't loaded. What's something funny that's happened to you recently? Why does it keep fucking doing this? Same.
It asks you sometimes.
I want new questions. Let me ask you, what's your favorite? This is horseshit. It's just repeating shit. I'd be more inclined to come back to this game if I got more questions that I could answer very ridiculous things to. Okay, what were you doing a few minutes ago? I'm done here.
Speaking of coming back. We're going to take a break. When we come back,
We're gonna die.
I'm going to do a little bit of a lightning round. Some show and tell. And then we're out of here.
Some Chantel.
We'll be back right after that. Welcome back to the Free Cheese episode 155. Kyle,
Yes.
it's been a while since we've done lightning round.
It used to be my favorite thing.
I know it was. And now we have it again.
Cute like thunder.
Doesn't.
Thunder's the noise.
But you see the lightning.
Yeah.
And you ride the lightning.
Yeah.
Ride the lightning.
Yeah. So we're going to do a little lightning round. What do we do in lightning round?
We ask questions.
We ask questions.
We give answers.
We give gut reactions to the answers. And then maybe after the lightning round's over, we can elaborate on some of these things if we wish to. But without further ado, let's start lightning round. Who starts?
Should we Mark? Do Mark and we'll go around?
Which way are we going? Counterclockwise from Mark? Should we go Mark,
yeah.
me, you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, ready?
I got to figure out which one I'm starting with.
I already held
I'm just going down. Just going down the line.
Yeah.
All right, go.
All right. Jelly filled or Boston cream donuts?
Oh, Boston cream.
Boston Cream.
Boston cream.
Yeah. DS or Game Boy Advance?
Game Boy Advance.
DS.
Really, really obese woman or a tree stump?
Tree Stump. Only because I think of Phantom.
I'm giving no reasons. I'm just tree stump. Oh, it's my turn. Shit. Skydiving or bungee jumping?
Skydiving.
Oh, skydiving.
Skydiving.
Baja Blast or Pitch Black?
Baja.
Baja Blast. Kitty Cup or Diva Cup?
What?
What?
Kitty Cup or Diva Cup?
Diva cup.
I don't know what either of those things are.
A Kitty Cup
I don't
or
know.
a Diva Cup?
Kitty sounds dangerous. Diva cup.
Do you want a Diva Cup? Y'all gotta lose your shit when I show you what a Diva Cup is.
I don't know what this is.
It's like a little cup girls put in their
All
vagina
right.
when they're on their period.
Oh.
You guys already chose. Mark, it's your turn.
Turn-based or real-time?
Real time. Turn-based. Turn-based.
Turn-based.
Turn-based.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Already too late. Go.
1980s or 1990s?
80s.
90s.
Tampon or harpoon?
Tampon. Hardback or paperback?
Ooh, hardback.
Paperback.
I didn't answer. I guess hardback.
Chubby Pikachu or Skinny Sonic?
Oh,
I'm gonna say Chubby Pikachu.
Okay.
chubby Pikachu.
Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus of Home Depot?
Wait. What did you pick? Chubby or?
Let me ask again.
He didn't answer though.
I don't think we have to answer our
matter.
lightning round.
You should.
Chubby Pikachu.
Okay, Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus of or Jesus of Home Depot?
What are we choosing them for?
Well, they're both really good carpenters.
Jesus.
Pick one.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, so this just comes from like any kind of food that needs cutting.
Okay.
Do you pre-cut before eating, or do you cut as you go?
Cut as you go.
How does it go?
Pre-cut.
You're a pre-cut man.
I've got a website for that.
I switch, but majority's pre-cut.
It depends on the food too.
Yeah, but normally I just...
I cut as I go when it's a person. Or a steak.
Oh man, Splatoon cartoon or Zelda anime?
Zelda anime.
Yeah, it's not anime. No mom at all, or mom is a member of ISIS?
Oh god. Like I never had a mom?
Yeah, she's
Or
just
I do,
gone.
but-
You've had a mom, but she's gone now.
Well, that changes everything.
No, Mom.
No mom at all, or mom as member of ISIS?
No mom.
All right. I'm gonna go with mom as member of ISIS
course
because,
you
culture. We gotta accept all cultures.
Don't pin us like that. That is not...
I like it, I'll leave that.
I'm not giving reasons for my answers. I'm
Yeah,
just
no
picking-
one. I don't think that's the best part. No reason. No apologies. Now let me show you a Diva Cup.
Why the fuck did we bring lightning round back?
Because it's fun. I love it so much.
Alright, well, if you'd like to submit some questions for lightning round for next week,
They look like little victory
email
cards.
them to podcast@thefreecheese.com. So Zelda anime over Splatoon cartoon?
Yeah.
I was thinking like a cool ass like think Adventure Time, but
Sorry, there's
in
a video.
3D.
I mean, I would love both, sure.
Oh yeah.
But Zelda's first. Zelda has my heart.
I was thinking like a fun I was playing Splatoon the other night and I was like, you know what, that would be really
Yeah, it would.
like just because you're right. Like I like the idea of Splatoon more than I like Splatoon.
It's like Splatoon would just be a good like Cartoon Network show because
Yeah.
it reminds me of Kids Next Door. So I say Squids Next Door.
Yeah.
But like I don't know like how.
Do you know what Splatoon really is?
Oh.
It's a great T-shirt.
It is a great
Like
T-shirt.
it's a great T-shirt. It's a great thing to get in Miitomo.
I mean, the game is not bad either. I do enjoy the game.
The game
but
is great. It's
but it can only improve. You know what I mean? Like it can only get better.
yeah.
It feels like it feels like a foundation.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's a
there's
good one,
video.
It's a great foundation, yeah.
This is what a Diva Cup does, Mark.
Oh man.
So what she's gonna show
You know what I was thinking when you said cups? I was thinking like a sort of like cup bowl hybrid that you put like ice cream in.
I
Like
was
when you go to like a
picturing-
froyo place or
So look,
something.
watch the video. Come on now. Goes into the vagina. It collects all the blood, guys.
Do you want me to watch it or you just want to explain it?
Well, I
And
just
what's a
kinda want
kitty
to.
cup?
Just like what you give
No.
what you give a kid, like when they drink out of,
Oh, like a sippy cup.
like a sippy cup.
Oh,
yeah.
so these are two different cups entirely.
Absolutely, and y'all chose Diva Cup because y'all weird as fuck.
No, I thought it was a safe choice.
Oh, well, you were
Kitty-
wrong.
When you say kitty, it's just dangerous.
Someone's been
It's
taking
a red
too
flag.
many. Should have said 11-year-old or 14-year-old. You decide who's developed more.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? These are classic jokes. People do this all the time.
I don't know what that means.
I phased out. What did you say?
I said,
Never mind.
it's not
Never mind.
wrong.
It's you. Don't repeat it.
Dad?
Just-
Dad? Why did you say dad? Oh.
I'm so glad we're doing this show
Oh my
again.
god, guess what? I have more
Yeah.
news. I can't say it on there.
Oh,
But
great.
the conversation we had the other day about that thing, about the
Yeah.
dude, yeah, there's more. We'll say it off air.
Good,
Some
great.
more information.
All right. Fantastic.
What do you tease the listeners then? If it's
Oh, because I'm like,
He's just
promised
bursting at the
someone. I
seams.
promised I couldn't talk about it
So,
on air.
moving on to show and tell. That is the next segment that we have.
Well,
correct?
here's the Diva Cup I brought.
Did I miss anything?
It's a very big cup.
Actually, before show and tell, Kyle, you sent us something in our free cheese group chat
Yes.
that I found quite fascinating.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, listeners,
I'm gonna bring it up on my fizzling as well.
you may or may not know, but July was kind of our impromptu Pokemon month. We've been trying to get cover stories back up and running
Where is it?
since we've come back and started doing the podcast again, and we have a big cover story planned for next month that I'm excited about. But for this month, we missed Pokemon's 20th back in February, so July kind of became Pokemon month because Pokemon Go came out. We're doing nothing but playing Pokemon. talking about Pokemon a lot. So I think that we should end our Pokemon month with a really, really
interesting piece of information.
Yeah. So Kyle, share with the listeners, and listeners, we'll post this. I don't know, Twitter. We could probably just retweet this.
Fed it through Reddit, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a timeline of the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Which reads as.
And this is official, or?
Yeah, I forgot who tweeted it. It's one of the people involved in the game. Yes. Okay. So red, green, and blue are at the same time as Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald.
Well, mind you, to be more specific, it's the Game Boy Advance ones.
Yes,
but of red and green.
Yes, but they also show that like even down here, like Sapphire and Ruby. Although,
I mean, but those are the 3DS ones.
Yes,
though. It's not the older ones.
So Leaf Green and Fire Red are at the same time as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Followed by Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is at the same time as Diamond and Pearl, which is then followed by Black and White, which is then followed by Black 2, White 2, and X and Y. Which leads to, I discussed it with you.
Right.
Why is Ruby and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire so much more advanced than Kanto? So Hoenn and Kanto are, I would imagine, very far from each other.
Yeah, but the way I look at it, I'm trying to separate the technology from it.
Okay, so let's do that.
Because that does throw a weird factor into it, but we have their Pokemon...
First world, third world.
Well, there's that, but Pokemon lives in this weird thing called the imagination, where they're reflective of the times they were developed in, because they're games that are developed by us in this era of consciousness. But over in the Batmite universe, where they do live in the same exact timeline, I think the story is the part where potentially these things. That's how I interpreted it. Was that the story takes place at the same time.
Yeah, so Brendan and May are doing their adventure at the same time. Brendan and May are the characters from Hoenn.
Oh.
So then Red and Green, correct?
Yes.
Are doing their thing.
Okay.
In Kanto. Huh. Which is...
And kind of like each region has their own little niche.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
Kanto's like a garbage region.
I mean, apparently like Kanto doesn't have Mega Evolving.
Yeah, but it's
but Kalos and Hoenn do.
That's the weird part. That Kanto and pretty much all the other regions don't have Mega,
right?
With the exception of Hoenn and Kalos.
And I honestly don't think Sun and Moon will have it either.
Yeah,
Mega.
I don't think they will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty. I feel like it's just that generation, like
no
that.
Shit.
They're just gonna stick to it.
Well, because I mean, if the symbol, like the logo, it's not a Mega Evolve.
Like
it's not that stone anymore. It's that new Synchro thing. That Synergy, whatever.
So. Okay.
But also, so are these all the Japanese games?
Yes.
No.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, the logo, is it in Japanese?
Only the X and Y.
Okay. I'm just thinking... Well,
zoom in on that real quick.
And it's really, really...
Okay, but you see how they look? You see how they're themed? It's not the stupid blue and yellow Best Buy colored logo that's slapped on everything in America.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm fine if Pokemon keeps its same. Okay, like on this box.
Like the font.
Like you see how it changes colors.
Right.
It changes colors on this thing, this little tin. Like, I don't know. Like, part of me just doesn't. I still don't like the way it's all just like. It's just it's very childish.
I've been watching a lot of the
anime.
Yeah.
And I wish we took how they keep everything uniformed, where like they still keep the same. Yeah, like design of it, but it's all sleek and it's nice with the color. It matches.
I know, but do you think that like
it's
now
easier on the eyes?
Yeah, but do you think in Japan somewhere there's some Japanese dudes having a podcast right now?
and the exact opposite.
Yeah,
so, like, I really want that kitty blue and yellow.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I just want to feel like a child again. I wish they wouldn't take things so seriously.
I mean, if it's followed by seppuku, sure.
So, but this raises questions because I loved Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But so we think about.
I still love it.
I mean, I didn't say that. I'm sorry if I used past tense. But I mean, Mark did bring up a good point of why is it that red and like fire red and leaf green are on there. I don't know if it's just like because it says like translation from what this guy said, and it doesn't even say up top here, like in the rough translation of it, you see like
because I feel
what is like I don't read.
It's basically a retcon. That's how I see it. Like anything that's before Game Boy Advance, they were just feeling things out. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, you know what? We have better technology. We can make this better. Let's start over. Like, even the artwork changed. Like, everything changed. And it's like, yeah, forget about the old stuff. We don't do that anymore. Like, but this is more...
I think the thing we have
this is bigger.
I want to find out how true all this is. Like, I want to go back...
You know what? Yeah, because I think...
Because I've read things online. You know I keep talking to you about, like, Pokemon Reddits.
Yeah.
That people have been like, oh, well, there's like a library in this region that talks about something that happens in this region.
Right.
So if certain things are happening at the same time, I wouldn't have access to a book that happened in this game, you know?
Here's the confusing part. I'm
gonna
throw in a little curveball here.
Yeah.
That Origins anime. Now, that's Kanto, and you had a Mega Charizard. Mr. Pokemon or Mr. Fuji, whatever his name was, gave him that stone. Mm-hmm. So well, I mean, I get it. It was to market the whole Mega Evolving thing with X and Y.
Yeah.
But like,
why didn't they just do that?
But in that anime, he gave him that. He didn't have to, but he did. Yeah. Like that's a thing that happened. But here's the other little detail that was confusing between the 3 episodes.
No, it's 4.
Is it 4?
There's
okay,
4.
Between the 4, there is like a little like opening and closing sequence of you saving it to a original Game Boy game. That confuses me because it's original Game Boy menu, but it's Game Boy Advance styled characters using 3DS features. So it's like everything just crammed in one.
I think it was just,
I'm just saying, like, I just like aesthetically, it's weird if you think about it because.
But you bring up a good point about that, like the fact that they decided to show Charizard in red, like, and doing Mega Evolution.
Yeah, so like maybe Mega was a thing in Kanto, it just wasn't
as
it just wasn't not utilized.
Popular. Yeah.
So maybe
but it's even the idea of like why did they choose? I want to know why they chose to do red and not just use Brendan and May.
I don't know, like, the whole bigger story between all these games. Like, is there is there one like interconnecting big plot between all of these, or
like if you think about
because usually anybody who plays it, it's just alright, you're a kid,
one character,
you beat all the gym leaders, you become the best trainer of that region.
So you think in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Oak is. Like, you know that Oak's still there.
Yeah, because that's like 2 years later after the first one.
But then...
Hold on, though.
But I don't know, because I've never played Black and White. High five.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I've never played Black and White, so I don't know if Oak is talked about or referenced in that game.
Red is.
So hold on. Looking back at the original tweet, though, so it's in Japanese. It's... so it says that it equals... RS.
Which is Ruby Sapphire.
But it's not ORAS.
Which I think it's just the people using whatever art they found for those.
Right. I think this image showing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I think we can take Mega stuff out of the equation entirely. I think that these two make sense. If we look
it just means Kanto, Hoenn, done. Johto and Sinnoh. I forgot what was there. Sinnoh, done.
Yeah.
And then we have
Unova.
And then you have, again, later, how far apart are Black and Black and White 2? Was it like a year or 2?
I think it's a year.
So like a year later, you've got Unova and Kalos.
Yeah.
Together.
Was that one article that we found back on like Kotaku? Where like I don't know if it was a theory or if it was official.
Which one?
The one where it's like each like generation of like handhelds was like its own dimension and timeline. You
found that, right?
Yeah.
That's Kotaku.
But like, I don't know, like there's a whole big article on it, but I don't feel like really skimming through it to figure it out.
I just think
there was like a certain image that I wanted to find.
I want to find out what exactly is, like, if that is the case, that is the confirmed timeline of it. I want to go back and really, because like when you play now, right? You might be able to do it because you can still go and.
I found the image though.
What is it?
So like it's separated like into 3
dimensions.
Yeah, it's like the elementary dimension,
the connectivity dimension,
and then the infinity dimension. So like pretty much all the Game Boy Color games are its own dimension. All the DS games and Game Boy Advance games are the connectivity one, and then the 3DS is its own dimension. And like they go in like the full detail, like underneath all the images.
But I want to know how far apart, like.
That's like it's stuff like this is why I hate business.
But the thing is, like, the fact that like this is just some guy on Kotaku.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like they reference who broke it down. It wasn't a member of Kotaku. It was like just someone. So I don't know. I
want to go back now because I mean, when you're playing through Pokemon, like, do you like? When I was playing this time around, I did not bother to go into every single house and speak to every single person.
No, but you know what's
every
odd?
Single bookshelf.
I did with first playthroughs.
See, I don't with first playthroughs. Like, first playthrough, at least, maybe with X and Y, but I think with Sapphire, I was kind of like, I just wanted to get to the end because I had only started Sapphire because Kyle had said, yeah, there's this thing called the Delta episode.
Yeah, you just wanted to be done with it.
I wanted to be done with it before I even bought it.
And since this is my... third, fourth time playing this alone, just because you think I played Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald so many times alone back when it first came out, and then this, it's different. Like, I should have gone through. And I don't know if we've lost anything because of things that have changed.
Yeah.
I still, like, even now, like, that guy in New Malville that says he's just waiting for Genesect, I don't know whatever happened with him. I don't know if he's still there. I've yet to Google that, you know?
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, Mark, the question you said earlier about what is the one thing tying,
like the overarching
the
story,
like, the theme from the beginning.
If there is one,
and I think it's got to be Oak.
Oak,
yes. Mm-hmm. So we've seen him in. I'm just gonna start doing numbers because it's just easier. Like, we've seen him in 1 and in 2.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I can find evidence of him in 3.
Okay.
Like, so Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. So then I have to go to Sinnoh. I'm sure I can find... Because who's in Sinnoh? Rowan? Rowan, at least in the anime, which is different because he's a different character in anime.
But, like, what's so special about Oak? Like, what is his purpose? What is he trying to do? Like, he's just a professor like everyone else.
Yes, but... So if we're getting rid of the anime and the movies altogether, we're just focusing on the game. Yes, he is just a Pokemon professor, but it all started with him. I'm gonna do some heavy research tomorrow because I feel like, not like he's some crazy fantastic person, but like he's the one character that has maybe remained in every single one.
Because I think if we're just using the game, like I think the Pokédex, even though it can be crazy and a little highly exaggerated with some of them, but it's Pokemon, so whatever. I think depending on like the ones that are more important, like the legendaries or the mythical ones, I think reading what they're about, you might be able to get a good idea of like how things came to be and what's what.
That's true.
And then like whatever movements are happening with the teams you fight against.
Sure.
Because what was Team Rockets in the beginning? Like, what was that in Kanto? Then what was it in Johto? Because when did they disbanded
and then they regrouped.
Yeah. Is it the end of Kanto and then...
But I don't think the story got more serious, in my eyes, until Black and White.
Like...
Because that's Team Plasma.
Yeah. How many of us actually played it?
And the whole story with N, I don't know his big deal, but like, the whole, like he was like taking in like abused Pokemon or something, but he thought they were abused or something like that. Like he was tricked into thinking a certain way, and then he started acting on that, and that's how like he became like your pseudo rival or whatever. But yeah, it felt like there was like this big movement that was like going against what Pokemon was all about to a player, just constantly battling and getting like, you know, trying to be the best. And he's just like, no, there's more to it than just that. They're not just fighting tools or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and then it kind of starts to make you think, and then you start to get deeper, and then here we are discussing it the way we are. So like I really don't know if there is a big plot or that's just like a little thing that was just supposed to be right there, just a little digestive little subplot, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think this one's as confusing as the Zelda timeline, where it's
That can just
a lot of if this then that, if
that
here
can go
then
die.
not, if die then live. But this one definitely it's just an interesting thing to kind of wrap your head around if you're a fan of Pokemon.
Yeah.
One final question, 2 final questions about Pokemon before we put it to bed for a little bit.
Put it in the daycare.
Yeah. 1, do you think next year, February, March, we get a little announcement of a Diamond and Pearl remake coming to the NX?
No.
How about the 3DS?
No. I don't think it'll be Diamond and Pearl.
You don't think we're going to get remakes in a 3D engine?
If you do, it would be Gen 1 probably.
Gen 1 again?
I mean, last time was Game Boy Advance. It's either going to be a virtual console or if they do remake it, it would be for 3DS. Like, I think handheld is where it's meant to be for Pokemon. Like, I know they have console ones, but like something about taking it with you and...
Oh, you thought when I said NX I meant a console.
You just mean like the...
Oh, we'll talk.
Okay.
We still have show and tell to go through,
That's
don't
true.
we? Part 2. Question of the week.
NX is a weird thing because that's...
We'll
Whatever. Okay.
gonna give it to you. The no, my last question, my last thing I want to end on Pokemon with, because I'm gonna do this as question of the week for the article on thefreecheese.com. Listener, please write in or go find the article Friday when it posts and give it an answer yourself. And you don't have to answer this now, either of you, but this is just something to think about. If there's one Pokemon you could take on your adventure with you.
In real life?
Yep. Who would it be? Think about it.
Just one. Are there exceptions to this? Are there rules to this? Or just anything? Just any.
Which Pokemon are you going to take with you?
Okay.
Like
Who's
thinking purely as, I want this as a traveling companion, as an amazing friend, and not just a tool that I know that I can do anything with.
Like
I'm not talking about a Bidoof that you can teach surf and cut to.
Or Ditto that can turn into anything and fix any solution.
Or just however we interpret it. Like,
whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a Pokemon that I would truly love to have with me.
Who would you want to have with you just to hang out and be friends with? Who's the one? I guess ultimately who's your favorite. But that one that you just...
okay.
If you're...
Like we could let them out right now and they could be chilling.
If you're Ash, who's your Pikachu?
Gotcha.
Well, if
Cool.
Here, if I'm red, like, who's my Charizard?
There you go. So, we'll answer that by Friday. Listeners, write in. Let us know. But let's do a quick little bit of show and tell. Did you guys bring anything for show and tell?
I feel like when I explained Rock Band, that was kind of like my show and tell.
That's okay, because I have one big thing I wanted to talk about.
No, it's my Diva Cup.
Kyle, do you have anything for show and tell?
Regrettably, no.
That's okay.
Oh.
NX.
Yes.
Did you read this Eurogamer thing?
I've kept seeing it on Twitter. I didn't read anything.
All right. So...
I had to, jeez.
Yeah, like, I haven't been following. Like, I don't know anything. Because every time I find something, it's either, like, a rumor.
Yeah.
Or if it is something confirmed, it's vague as hell. Like...
All right.
It's a game. Okay. We're making it. Oh, okay, thanks.
Actually,
So-
there might have been one thing, but go ahead. Sorry.
No. Eurogamer just sort of... Boom. Like...
Just hit you with it.
And then Kotaku backed him up, and here's what Kotaku said. Unlike many previous NX rumors, this Eurogamer report has weight. Although Kotaku has not been able to confirm all of the details, we've heard similar rumors and have seen some secondhand corroboration on specifics, including the NX's portability and use of cartridges.
That was like the safest way of saying, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, okay, but about that, cartridges.
Well, hold on. Let's break down what was in this report. The basic boom, 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 boom. NX is a portable with cartridges, detachable controllers, Uses the Tegra mobile processor. Has a TV output. No backwards compatibility. And we learn more in September. So here we go. There is no individual console and handheld device. You get both in one. It's officially unveiled in September, or it will be. It will be a portable handheld console with detachable controllers. A number of sources have confirmed to Eurogamer. On the move, NX will function as a high-powered handheld console with its own display. So far, so normal. But here's the twist. We've heard the screen is bookended by 2 controller sections on either side, which can be attached or detached as required. Then, when you get home, the system can connect to your TV for gaming on the big screen. A base unit or dock station is used to connect the brain of the NX within the controller to display on your TV. NX will use game cartridges as its choice of physical media, multiple sources have told us. Considering NX's basis as a handheld first and foremost, the choice may not come as too much of a surprise, although we have heard the suggestion. Nintendo recommends a 32GB cartridge. Inside the NX, as stated above, the system will harness the NVIDIA's powerful mobile processor, Tegra. Graphical comparisons with current consoles are difficult due to the vastly different nature of the device, but once again, we've heard Nintendo is not chasing graphical parity. Quite the opposite, it is sacrificing power to ensure it can squeeze all of this technology into a handheld, something which also tallies with earlier reports. Let's see. At a really basic level, NX is effectively a reversal of the Wii U gamepad concept. It's a fully integrated mobile games machine you can plug into an HD TV, as opposed to a console with a semi-portable gaming component, bolstered with a unique go-anywhere take on local multiplayer. The compromise there is clear: a relatively lower level of performance compared to the existing current-gen machines. NVIDIA's Tegra technology is built with a specific profile in mind, a delicate balance between performance and power efficiency in order to maintain battery life, the life force of mobile gaming. What this means is that prior plausible rumors of an AMD-powered console with PS4 beating performance and utilizing x86 architecture are erroneous. NX is smaller, leaner, portable, and yes, less powerful. Finally, we've heard from one source that NX planning has recently moved up a gear within Nintendo ahead of the console's unveiling, which is currently slated for September. After the confused PR fiasco of the Wii U launch, the company is already setting on a simple marketing message for NX, being able to take your games on the go with you.
NX, I guess.
I've also heard... NX, I guess. It's pretty good. I might make that the title of the episode. Yeah. I heard it's going to... Another report is that it's relatively inexpensive. Because the Wii U launched at $349, $399.
I think it was $49.
There were 2 SKUs. Was it a $299 and a $349 or a $349 and a $399? I don't remember. But
I don't remember either.
They're trying to go on the lower end. So I don't know if that means...
They usually seem to be like the cheaper side.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I'm worried. So it's saying that I can take the controllers off of the main...
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
This is a picture, kind of.
I'm gonna throw this on the ground if you don't mind.
It looks like for...
It looks very strange. Look at this, Mark. Look at this garbage.
This is, I guess, I don't even know what, but...
You know, it would be cool.
I can dig it. Like, I mean, maybe besides, like, the left side of this controller coming off, because that means you have to use, the D-pad as face buttons?
Yeah, but that's like the nunchuck, you know?
You think that this is for one person? Like, one in each hand?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, because it looks like they have it sideways for, 2 people. And maybe because, you both have sticks, and then...
Yeah, but...
I don't know.
So it just looks like the gamepad.
Then again, it's also just a concept. This could change.
Yeah, and is that the concept of that? Is that this the concept someone mocked up themselves, or something that someone got a hold of?
I think that may have been...
I mean, it has Eurogamer's watermark on it.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
So here's what I don't understand. Why didn't they? So while this is nice, I like this idea of this it's like, to me, I'm picturing like
It's versatility.
Here's this, like just like the iPad. Here's this, and then 2 controllers that plug onto either side.
Right.
I like it, but did they say how large it's going to be? If it's going to have a Tegra X1, I don't know how large those are. Power sum between a Wii U and an Xbox One, but portable.
Kind of makes me think that it won't necessarily be like a... I mean, I can see how it could look like a Wii remote nunchuck type deal, but minus the motion control. So you just have like a separated controller, but you don't have the waggle feature. You're just sit there and just whatever. I don't know.
And also, why don't I get any? I don't get a trigger. I don't get triggers. I don't get bumpers.
I don't know.
Of course, like Mark's right. There is a Eurogamer watermark on it, so this might just be some asshole I think it could look like this. So it's just okay, whatever.
It's definitely one of the better concepts I've seen.
Yes, but I don't like it because this lends itself to breaking.
Well, anything does. We could.
Yes, but look at how if I dropped the Wii U pad, I would not have to worry about the side that I'm gonna fucking play with chipping, it breaking and then just ripping off, and I can never connect it again because something broke.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
we should just bring back Game Boy Advances and Game Boy Colors, because I miss having to tape my backup.
I know.
After having to put new batteries in, and you're just so ready to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Why can't we do something not this?
Well, remember this, right? So, remember before the PlayStation 4 was first revealed, before we saw the DualShock 4.
Right.
I know. We heard about how the controller was basically going to be a DualShock 3 with a touchpad in the middle of it, and it's hard to remember what we thought of at that point, but all of it. Even Wii U, when everyone said, "Oh, Project Cafe is going to have a controller that has a screen in the middle of it."
That was its name, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we were picturing the classic controller with
because we can only use what we know.
Right.
But then they always bring in something that's new. And it's
Yeah, and we never thought about a Wii U gamepad. We didn't picture.
So with that mentality,
So now all we're doing right now, what we're doing is trying to picture a Wii U gamepad where we snap the sides off of it, and
it's probably not that either.
It might be that.
I mean, yeah, but probably not the way we think it.
Right. So
it's always the little details that.
So it's obviously it's something that I can take on the go and play. Correct.
Apparently.
So what does this do for 3DS?
This is I think this might be
just the
thing that brings it all together.
Maybe I'm wrong.
They're not going to segregate handhelds and console owners. For Nintendo, you don't have to buy two things.
Yeah, you just have.
Do you know what else that means?
You just have it all.
That means you don't have a handheld. You don't have home console developers. That means you have all of these teams working
together
in unison.
Yeah. So you don't have A team, B team.
You just have the teams.
Yeah.
I
mean, you still might have an A team, B team, but
they're all
working.
But
on
you're
the
not
same...
going to have console Mario, handheld Mario. You're just going to have Mario.
Yeah, but they're all working on the same
complete
engine.
Unification of Right
exactly.
now,
I'm picturing the bottom half of a 3DS.
Yeah.
But then what? Then I just break it off? I break off the sides and just have a screen?
So, okay, look at it this way. The PlayStation TV it's the guts of a Vita that you plug in. So imagine a Vita, I carry it around in my bag all the time, but when I come home, I grab a cable, plug it into the thing.
Yep.
Oh, let me see your 3DS.
And boom.
I remember when they sold those little TV cables for a PSP that you could hook up to a TV.
I have
so you could just play it on a bigger screen.
Exactly.
Oh, communication error has occurred.
That's okay.
Okay, I just got an idea.
I like that concept.
What if it's not what we think it is like that? Like it is just a little larger 3DS.
Yeah.
Think of that clamshell motion.
Oh, clamshell.
Well, no. I just mean that idea. It could be like that.
Well, it did have a little kickstand in that picture.
Or it could be like a 2DS or whatever. But I'm thinking we'll still have a bottom screen.
Yeah.
And our controller will still stay here. Nothing snaps off or slides away.
Yeah.
But we could have this top screen. But then how would the wires work and how would the game...
So what if... What I'm kind of picturing is the... Fuck.
What do you just lost it.
No, I'm thinking like this base station they reference.
But no, it's still possible. It's still possible to do... Think about the way that a keyboard hooks up to an iPad. And you can still relay the correct... Yeah, is that a keyboard?
What?
On your iPad cover?
No, but it can be.
Okay, but so think about the way that works.
Yeah.
Or like a drawing pad for an iPad or something like that.
Yeah.
So all it is a very... What's it? Like those... A click... It just clicks into it and rests against it, but it's still...
Yeah.
So what if it's like that? So what if its top screen goes into the docking mechanism?
I think
so
that...
you still keep the bottom, and you have your second screen, and then you still have your controller. Nothing's...
I get that. I think what if the docking mechanism adds some power to it?
Hey, what up, boo?
Right? If you put all the weight of the process... Like, maybe it's a... I don't know.
I don't know either. But I like the cartridge idea.
You do?
I do.
Explain.
Okay, well, clearly Sony likes it. Because their Vitas, they have those little tiny micro SD or SD cards or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know if we should look at the Vita as a
benchmark.
I mean, I don't know what else uses something other than the 3DS that's outside of Nintendo that using something related to a cartridge.
I'm trying to picture.
I think the idea of using something that has a chip on it, you don't have to worry about installing. I feel like things would load a little faster.
Okay, yes, fair. Here's a question.
Okay. 2
questions. Number 1, do you remember June of 2016? About midway through the month, we all spend a good week or so with our eyes focused on a very specific side of the United States, and a very specific industry is under the spotlight, and a very specific game. Breath of the Wild on a cartridge. Breath of the Wild on a cartridge. On a handheld.
You sound like that's not a good idea.
It just sounds weird to me. I don't
Why?
understand how it's possible.
Something that huge to be on a cartridge?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we had that same mentality.
I know, but there's something
with the 64.
Missing. And that was my second question is, like, doesn't this feel like a regression to go home console is cartridges, 64 CDs, Final Fantasy 7 can't run. What's happening to life anymore? But something doesn't add up. Either we're not going to have how do we have the processing power, but we have a cheap console that we can also take with us? But how do we, you know what I mean?
I mean, like 3DS is still using cartridges.
Correct, but 3DS is not as powerful as a Wii U, not as powerful as a PS4 or an Xbox One.
But it is getting better.
It is getting better.
Graphically, it has gotten better. And
it has. The new 3DS.
Been able to cram more.
Yes.
So yes. I think they might have been working on something that just works even better.
Magic.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm going to be downloading everything anyway. So.
Right, I'm sure there's some things that will always, I'll probably download it. It'll be download only.
Sure.
But I do like the idea of cartridges, but the other thing that makes me worry with that is the data size that this might have. Maybe it can't hold a lot. And maybe that's why they're resorting to cartridges. So instead of installing everything. But then again, I feel like they should be prepared to have a lot of memory, or maybe they have a way to expand the memory. Or...
And then what about updates?
Now, there was that thing, too, where I remember God, this was years ago.
I mean, you can still update with a cartridge.
But Project Cafe was rumored to fully be called not Wii U, but Nintendo Stream. STRII.
Just do everything through a cloud or whatever.
Where you would just be Netflixing your
your
one
games. Live.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. They got bought, and now they became PlayStation Now.
Really?
Is that... well, Gaikai became PlayStation Now. But same concept, yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
So I don't know. September, does that seem too late, too early?
I think
that's just the unveiling.
If anything, because it didn't show at E3,
yeah,
they're running a little behind.
Honestly, what if it was?
But at the same time, I can't complain.
Yeah.
What if that was them being like, "Hey, guess what? Here's the NX. Like, we're unveiling it, and blah blah blah." And it's all the cool shit it can do, and then it's just like, "Oh, it hits market tomorrow."
It has to be
Sega Saturn.
No,
again?
what if they were like, "Oh, it hits market December 15th."
No, I think it'll still come out next year. Cause I know Zelda's gonna be probably a launch title.
Yeah. See, that was the thing. Like when they set a March release date, it was like, well, wait a second. That's when your handhelds come out. Is March.
Is it?
March 2017 is 6 years since the 3DS first.
And
launched.
they might make different versions of it. There'll be the price cuts probably.
Yeah.
You know, there might be like a different. Yeah, I mean, how many different 3DSs are there or DSs? You know what I mean? They might make ones that are. It sucks because it's like, you know, like part of you wants to be a day one adopter, like early adopter, but then like you'll see better versions like, fuck, I just should have waited, but at the same time it's like, but the games I want to play now.
Yeah, but I did the same thing.
I hate that shit.
With all of them. We always do it. Because that's where I'm like, I really want to go buy a new 3DS, but if this thing's a fucking handheld.
What if it has cartridges to play your 3DS games?
Now here's the one thing. It said in their report, no backwards compatibility.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
So...
Shit.
What the fuck's your shiny flag on?
What?
You said you have a shiny the
Helioptile.
Where's he?
He'd be in the order of...
Yeah, I'll find him.
All right. Yeah, so no backwards compatibility. What does that mean? Does that mean physical backwards compatibility? Or does that mean...
I'm thinking it might mean that like it doesn't...
No virtual console, because I'll scream.
No virtual console. I don't think they'll get rid of that.
I think that's why they've been building the virtual console.
Yeah, like I see, because I don't think virtual console counts as backwards compatibility because it's not an old thing.
Yeah, it's a new platform.
You're downloading it.
Yeah.
So they probably can't play Wii U discs. Probably can't play Wii discs.
Yeah.
You can't put in GameCube stuff. You can't put in cartridges of older systems. But you can download everything.
Sure. Sure. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think this time I feel like they've actually learned after the Wii U and the Wii.
Yeah. Well, and I think also at least backwards
I would
compatibility.
want to hope that they have.
Yes. I think they can't do backwards compatibility in the same regard because the entire structure of the inside of this thing is potentially completely foreign to what they've done.
Yeah, like I have no idea what to expect, but I like that they went with NVIDIA because they usually went with AMD.
Yeah. And NVIDIA is bueno, yes?
Yep, and AMD. Something happened with AMD recently, and it was just like, it's not good, and I feel like that had something to do with the NX being delayed.
Interesting.
Because I think they had them originally.
Interesting.
And that's why they didn't show them at E3.
Yeah, but this kind of shit's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and NVIDIA has been shown to be more effective, apparently.
Care if I breed some Eevee for me?
Huh?
Do you care if I throw an Eevee in the daycare?
Oh, no, go ahead.
So I'm finna get all of them. I just really want an Umbreon.
Yeah. Well, with that. Anything else on NX? There's going to be plenty more to come, I'm sure.
Say no to NX.
Oh.
Do you think it's just going to stick with that name?
No.
Because they're not saying Project NX.
No, but they did when they announced it, said this is codenamed NX.
But you actually say it as the letters, it's not Nex.
That'd be an interesting thing. Maybe.
And I still feel like
historically they have not had a code name that was anything close to.
Here's what we didn't think about: using your phone as a controller.
Oh, fuck me.
No, god damn it!
I think it might be an option.
Flute.
It could be an option, like somewhere like Smash has all different ways you can play.
Yeah.
You can use your 3DS. You can use your Wii controller, Pro controller, the gamepad, GameCube. I think there might be an option.
Phone.
You can have an app that activates it as possibly a controller or something or some kind of attachment. I don't know. I mean, because now they're in the mobile business.
Yeah, if there's something that you can only do you.
And so far, the mobile side has been pretty decent.
The mobile side is Miitomo. That's it. Pokemon Go has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
But what they have coming up though?
Maybe.
It's
2
months away.
Yes. Is it? Do we know for sure they're coming in September? Or they just said fall ambiguously?
I thought they actually did say September.
Dope.
Maybe it is fall. Either way, it's really soon.
I'm down with September because, girl, I could use some Fire Emblem on my phone.
And Animal Crossing, like I'm curious to see that, and it's just like just think of like I mean if they had that in mind, and I know Miitomo is not a lot to go off of.
Yeah.
But just the fact that they made it to that point.
Do you know what else?
In general, just as like a benchmark deal.
Something else that's really, really, really rad is looking at the ups and downs of this podcast over the last 4 years.
What the fuck?
Right?
And little motherfucker already turned around.
Oh yeah.
How many times can I'm just gonna get a bunch of eggs and then give them all.
Just do it forever and ever and ever. Over the last few years, since we've come back as a podcast, how much have we talked about anything besides Nintendo?
I was gonna.
And this week, had you not bought a PlayStation 4, we would not have brought that up at all.
Probably not. I mean, I would still talk about like PC maybe
here and there.
But yeah, Nintendo. It's been very Nintendo heavy.
Yeah.
And I almost feel kind of bad about that. I mean, not so much for me, but for anybody who's listening and they just don't give a shit. And like, I mean, they have a right.
True.
To. I mean, if they play an Xbox, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
but like, I mean, that has to suck to like, maybe you want to hear something that you play or whatever. But I mean, it's been the focus right now because like whenever something happens with them for some reason, it becomes like the biggest news.
No, but I think that there's something to that they.
It's kind of like you talk about movies, but then like all of a sudden when Disney has something, everybody's just like, oh shit! Like I don't even watch Disney, and it's just like, I mean, just speaking in general,
it just takes over.
I mean, I watch some Disney, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be people who aren't into it.
Yeah.
And then they will still find out information, and they'll still find it interesting.
This is completely like, I don't know. I think that regardless of what they're doing, what's next to come, and whatever, something they're doing is working.
But I think it's also, there's a good side to it, I think, being a little Nintendo heavy.
Yeah.
At least for right now.
Yeah.
Because like, there's still like that stigma that it has where it's like the kiddier, like less, like it's a more inferior company or console compared to the other ones, like this is for like the casuals or this is like just for kids, blah blah blah, like it's not hardcore or whatever. And it's like you can't judge it like that. I think that's an unfair opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's where most people started.
Well,
at least with us. Yeah.
That's what I've realized. So like when people are like, oh yeah, you don't like real games, you're not an adult. Like, because I've gotten a lot of shit for playing fucking like Animal Crossing, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry that I'm not playing fucking Call of Duty every fucking day.
You know what though? I'm completely like separate from video games or what, just in general with people. I am completely done with anything negative. I am so over it. Like people at work that
like console wars is stupid.
But everything, like people at work that just bitch about when this thing sucks.
Just feeding off the negativity.
I'm just so done.
Can't see the brighter side of it.
Like, I just don't care.
What? Earlier today you said you were a pessimist.
I did not say I was a
pessimist. You said something about being bitter.
Yeah, I did say.
No,
about
he said
being
he was
bitter.
a full-on. No, I.
No. I mean, I am a bitter person, but like I know how to see a better side of things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this new controller, like
I'm always angry.
That's your secret.
I could sit down. We could rip this whole NX thing apart. But I'm more like, what good does it do? Like, what good is it going to do to sit here and be a shitty shitbag about it and be sad about it?
Like, I don't want to have any expectations.
Sure.
I don't want it to be what I would want it to be. I just want to
see
see what comes and be like, all right, this is the thing.
What am I going to play on it?
How do I adapt to this?
Yeah. Like that Metroid game that's coming out soon. Oh God, man, oh man.
Part of me is still curious to try it.
I'm buying it day one. I know I am.
Because part of you, like, it's not the Metroid Prime that we want or another Metroid, Super Metroid or whatever. But at the same time, you want to support anything that's Metroid because there's been barely anything about it.
And it might be a good game.
It's kind of like how, like, when the whole Mother 3 thing happened, with the Miiverse and all that support, it's like... This is like that for Metroid in a sense.
I don't know. Let's just all be nice to one another. Let's just all just find something to be excited about.
This is kind of how I see it.
Don't be a dick.
Can you name me a movie that is critically acclaimed or even as well as a personal favorite of yours that can just like trigger like a certain emotion that makes you love the movie or something like that, or I guess just anything like sentimental to you.
I think Debbie Does Dallas.
Sentimental movie.
I mean, well, like, what are your favorites? Do you do more like a thriller side, a dramatic side, a psychological thing, or horror, or...
Batman Returns always has a soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie by any stretch.
No, but there's a lot of people that love it,
yeah.
and they love that style of Batman.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
I don't even think he's the best Batman. It's just that movie that calls back to a certain point in my life, that like sharp black and white cover. You know what I mean?
And
that
like,
one...
and it was kind of... It was kind of dark.
Yeah.
I mean, even like kids love Batman. Like, I think that was a more for its time.
Oh yeah, especially any scene like that like voting booth scene with the Penguin.
Oh yeah.
And then that when he like put that pin on that girl in the office.
In the beginning, those flaming skull bikers scared the shit out of me as a kid. It's the eyeballs. I didn't like the eyeballs.
The opening where it showed like how he came to be, how Penguin came to be, was very unsettling as a child.
It was all, them throwing their baby in the river, in the dumpster river.
Right. Okay, so you have a movie like that.
Sure.
Right? Let's just say that is basically, for the sake of all this, Sony, or like PlayStation.
Sure.
Right? And then like, you place this completely other movie next to it. Let's pick like a Pixar movie.
Okay.
Up.
Sure.
All right.
Up's a good one.
Yes.
You know, like it strikes all those emotions.
Yeah.
But yet it's such a colorful. Everything's just nice, and it's like a all ages type deal. I mean, I guess Batman could be all ages, but it has a more darker, mature tone. But so does Up.
Sure.
But it just does it in a different way.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes you feel good all around. It's just all around just a good movie. Hits all the right notes, all the right beats.
Totally.
That's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo is the Pixar of the video game industry. That's how I feel. That's the direction they've been going in. And it's just like, so it's like, it's not kiddie per se, but it's like,
it's family friendly.
It finds a way to get that balance.
A few weeks ago, I talked about how I watched those old E3 press conferences.
Yeah.
And Reggie and Iwata came out on stage and said that very like at different points throughout each of those years, but they both said basically like, thank you for buying the GameCube. We know you bought the GameCube and you would love the GameCube. We're trying this new thing called the DS, and we're trying this other new thing called the Wii. They're not necessarily only for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people in the world who aren't you, and we're going to get them to play games too.
Right.
And that's what they've been doing ever since then. It's just that the Wii U didn't do it the way they wanted it to.
Right.
And the 3DS didn't do it as greatly as the DS did it. But the 3DS still sold 60 million units in the last 6 years, which for an era where these things are in our pockets all the time and we're attached to them,
And
60 million fucking handhelds is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure like all companies try to achieve that like all around thing, because get as much demographic as you can, as much money, without segregating anyone.
Yeah, but for the most part, Nintendo does it alone.
Yeah, they just find a way to make it charming and make it last and memorable. Like, I mean, yeah, other systems are memorable too, but not for some reason. Nintendo just stands out. Yeah, it's like it's in its own league.
Yeah, a Pokemon league of their own.
That's gotta be the episode title. There's no crying in Pokemon.
That's true.
There's just a lot of fucking crying in Pokemon.
Free Cheese, episode 155 comes to an end. Once again, right over that 2-hour sweet spot. God damn it, I'm never going to get you guys home before midnight.
We're gremlins.
We are gremlins. This has been another thrilling installment of the Free Cheese. This has been, I think, the last...
A thigh slapper.
Thigh slapper. This is probably... And who knows, because tomorrow we could wake up. By the time I hit end on this podcast, there could be something revelatory that we need to talk about next week.
Son of a bitch. No, not.
In terms of what we have planned, this has been the last Pokemon heavy episode for quite some time. At least until the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon come out in November.
Mm-hmm. Until they update Gen 2 in
Pokemon Go?
Probably.
Yeah, won't see that until next summer.
But trading first.
This will, because by the time we get to next week, it'll be August, which means new cover story, new everything.
Snap.
Yeah.
Did you say Pokemon Snap?
No. End it. Abort.
Now,
Can't abort what you can't.
Friday we will have a question of the week posted. Next Monday you will see the new cover story. What sort of tease can we give for the next cover story without giving it away? The next cover story is going to be celebrating an anniversary. I can say that much.
Yeah.
What else?
Man.
I'm trying to remember if I have the right one in mind. Where did you put it?
I want to say
It's for August?
Yeah.
it's one that's been. I can't think of any
Underlooked.
catchy references.
You want to
back at it.
You want to have a pun.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Oh,
you could say that it's probably one that's been held in captivity for quite some time.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that's very. I don't even know. I mean, I forgot what we said.
Huh, I agree with that. We'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that. But Monday.
It's about Harambe?
I don't know what that is.
How do you not know who Harambe is?
You said it earlier.
Harambe
not
is
in
the
the podcast.
gorilla who died in Chicago. He got shot. The little boy who was trying to help the little boy. You ever heard of the campaign Dicks Out for Harambe?
I don't know what this is.
.com.
Monday. TheFreeCheese.com, your new cover story. August will be all about this cover story. We'll have lots and lots and lots of topics surrounding it. I have a lot of different ideas planned. We're going to try and kick this one back in full effect. July was like, all right, we have to retroactively retrofit Pokemon as a
What was
cover
that
story.
going to be?
Huh?
What was July going to be?
Nothing, because we were trying to wade ourselves into.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Getting back
I didn't know if we
into the normalcy.
bumped
of things.
anything.
No, because originally February was going to be Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then we took our little hiatus, so we had a whole year of cover stories planned. So now we've sliced some of them off, and we've got us with July was Pokemon. August, September, October, November, and then December. So we've got some cover stories planned. Yeah. Go to thefreecheese.com. Find this episode. Find all of our other episodes. You can also find us on iTunes, where you can like us, subscribe to us, all of that. You can listen to this and some of the more recent episodes on YouTube. We should have a nice little Free Cheese podcast playlist. You can follow us all on Twitter. Free Cheese is at @somefreecheese. Marc is at aug_mental, AUG_mental. Kyle is at NotKyleM. I am at the Free Cheese. Thank you, Marc. Thank you, Kyle.
Of course.
Thank you, listener, for hanging out with us for the last 2 hours. We will see you in a week's time with a brand new episode 156. Until then, stay fresh.
Can't tell them.
What? Kanto what?
Kanto.
Johto.
It's close to hatching.
What is?
This egg.
Hope it's scrambled.
It's called an abortion.